Is Raddix the Red. He's our
the
Goblin.
Okay.
Pirate background. Roger.
That's right,
True you are.
He is our rogue. Debutante.
Okay.
Frenchie.
His accent is kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
You know?
This is Silimar.
Hey, got it right.
He is our Aasamir.
There's a first and last time
Warlock.
for everything. Okay. This may be both.
And this is Baron, our
It's going to be Silliman.
Ghostwise
Silliman.
halfling cleric. Just a quick recap. Our adventuring party set out from Baldur's Gate on a mission from the Dark Ravens Adventurers Guild. Their mission is to go to the small town of Sestone to the south and look into the pirating that's been going on, and also some other odd occurrences such as disappearances of people from the town. On their way down, they did encounter a few Knoll pirates that had recently...
Wait, repeat that? What's a
Knoll?
Is that
the hyena people.
Okay.
So, just think
I
a
don't
hyena
know.
on
Sure.
2 legs that
I
can
like
wield
Dr.
weapon.
Moreau, kind of.
Right.
Okay.
They stumbled a boat that was ransacked, and the crew, there's a 2-man, probably like fishing or trader thing vessel, they were killed, and then shortly after they caught up to the boat that had done the deed. They made short work of them, and then they pulled into shore. So Raddix here, he is a goblin, but also has a background in being a Robinhood type pirate. He has a boat.
Alignment? What's your alignment?
Chaotic good.
Oh, you're a very dashing goblin.
I am.
No, wait. Point of order here. Are goblins and kobolds good in this universe or not? Because some of them, they're very
well.
I'm
angsty.
assuming.
I actually don't know what the lore says about kobolds and goblins.
That because goblins are monsters, that they're evil, and so I'm an odd man out.
Mm-hmm.
It does say that they're supposed to be evil.
I heard lots of stories about Dritz, and I'm like, I've fantasized about Dritz, and I want to be like Dritz.
I want to be like Wolfgar.
There you go. I would say kobolds are probably like in the middle. You know, kobolds usually.
It says they're supposed to be evil, which is cool.
Right.
I'm just saying, I don't have any natural disposition to dislike goblins, right?
No.
Because in some of the universes, they're like horde partners, and some of them they hate each other, and some.
I feel like in this world, like you're just gonna have factions of gray everywhere.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean,
okay.
Traveling companions can be pretty much whatever, but it's inner circles. You know, it'll be strange. Like people might.
Cool. I'm good.
Be like,
totally good.
Oh God, my family was killed by a goblin. Get the fuck away from me!
Right.
It's like not our. I'm from the sea. I'm a goblin. So anyway, we last left off. You guys pulled into port. You traveled the entire trip in one sitting, so it took you about like a day to get there. It is now like. The sun is now risen. You see the port town of Sestone. Let's see. There's no description of Sestone. Okay. Anyway, so Sestone is basically sits right on the shoreline. To the west, even out a little bit, you can see like an island that's in like the mists of the early morning fog, and then the town itself, you see it's a very small town. There's a church, like a little bit of like some docks. There's already some like fishing, casting of fishing lines. You see just a little bit of probably like a town square, an inn, pulling up. And up on the hill, at the far end of the town, you see a mansion as well.
What's the ethnicity of the town?
Mostly human. But there are a few. This is a port town, so there's definitely travelers from all over. So there'll be, a few elves here. But most of the, I think, town citizens themselves are mostly of human origin. You step off the boat, and you're greeted by an old seafaring man. He's got a long, straggly beard, and he walks up to your boat. And he's like, "Oh, company morning to you. Is this your boat?" And he's looking at the Aasamir. "Is this your vessel, sir?"
Dad, talk to the goblin.
He's busy, trying to fix things and realign stuff and.
Really? The Goblin boat? How did he acquire that?
He's a famous pirate.
Pirate, you say? You aren't the pirates that are ransacking our village, are you?
Does the boat
You
have a
don't
name?
look like pirates,
Oh, yeah, does
except
the
for
ice-
him.
Does the boat have a name?
The Ice Queen.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Ice Queen.
You gotta name it something better.
No, that's what it is.
Da Booty Hauler? Something that's more goblin-ish?
The next boat.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
After this one gets sunk.
Yeah.
No, we aren't pirates.
Forlorning. No.
Don't worry. The goblin couldn't ransack anything if it tried.
What's your business here, might I ask? My name's Kronko.
We were sent on a mission from
Arlo.
Helen.
The Dark Ravens.
We were sent on a mission here from Arlo of the Dark Ravens to investigate piracy and missing people.
Ah. Yes, we have been having quite a bit of that recently. Who were you sent by? Arlo, you say? Okay. Well, did he have anyone specifically send you to this town? I would assume Ulfwin would probably have sent for you if there were lots of trouble. He's the town mayor.
Yes, we would like to talk to your leader. That would be excellent. Thank you, good sir.
You're Russian? That's fantastic.
It jumps.
It goes all over the place. Yeah. Why you have to be mad? Only game. Why you have to be mad, man? Why you have to be mad?
He's Russian, except when he says his R's. His R's are very French.
It's like, okay.
Well, the R's are more Spanish.
There are other trying to make him kind of.
It's like Puss in Boots meets Hunt for Red October.
Yes!
meets like Brack's dad from the Brack show.
Also known as Awesome.
It's okay, my accent's completely different from last time and will be changing throughout the night.
As I was drinking last time, my accent
Because I'm bad.
Whatever, it shifts around that point. of
I'm
origin
good at
a little
making
bit.
my voice sound. I do it in a specific manner.
So he tells. It's like, oh, okay. Well, Ulfwin's home. It's the big one up on the hillside there. I'm sure I've heard he's not taking visitors, but if you've been sent here,
Where's
he
this
might
guy?
see you. Big mansion. Up
No,
on top
this
of the
guy.
This guy? You're
Yeah.
staying on the docks.
Okay, alright.
You're still on your boat.
Yeah.
And he's probably stepped down to greet him
Alright.
from the boat.
What kind of boat is it? Like
It's like a
wallowing, like merchantman, like flat bottomed, or is it like a deep sea, like
it's like a small flat.
okay, so more of like a fishing trawler than an actual pirate ship.
Right.
Okay.
It has one mast in the middle.
Like a sail, like a big, like a
We had the option to
18 or
sail a
20
better
foot
boat.
sailboat.
You didn't?
We didn't because the goblin's a dick.
It's his boat. It's his boat he owns.
We need a better boat.
Did we light the other boat on fire?
We did like the other one.
I applaud that.
That was a knoll boat.
I would
that thing
applaud
was
that.
probably junk too.
That's how he got me to agree.
It was just bigger in
to
size,
keep on
not
his
bigger in
boat. I got to
speed.
burn something down.
Do you like doing that?
Do you have the heads?
It seemed like a fun idea at the time.
Oh yeah.
I would agree with that. We'll get on fantastically.
Remind me about these?
You cut the heads of the
Null
gnolls.
heads.
That's
Oh,
true.
right.
Sack.
Yeah.
Very much chaotic neutral.
Good.
What was that,
I'm
Mike?
also chaotic.
Did you bring the bullheads with you?
Oh, yeah, you might nice.
What's
There
that?
you go.
Okay,
And he just tosses him over there.
I'm a little on the evil side, being a kobold.
Boy,
but, you know,
what's
cool.
that you got there?
The heads of the pirates that were sailing your waters.
Who's this joke? Are you interested in buying these heads? I'll sell them to you for 50 gold pieces each. What do you say? It's a deal.
I don't have anything to do.
Then what are you doing over here? You say
I'm
you're
on
blocking
the
on my boat.
boats. I'm the boat master here.
Oh, alright then.
sir.
Well, we is some Pirates of the Caribbean, we is.
I would like to.
Where is this Caribbean?
It's right out here.
This is the Sword Coast, sir.
I would like to speak telepathically to the boatmaster.
Alright.
Don't mind the goblin.
Oh,
He's
God,
just an
what?
idiot.
Oh, what was that? Something in my head?
Oh, that was just
Who
me
was
talking.
that?
My
Oh.
voice is weird times.
Oh, God, you're one of them telepaths. I've heard about you.
Is it racial or what is that?
That is a racial.
My dialogue is
No.
all over the place
No,
between
Ghost
Russian
was
and
happening.
Irish.
Oh, very cool.
That's how they got me to talk here.
Can you point us
What are
again?
you sitting around for? You just in our way or what?
Can you point us again to the mayor's mansion?
I believe it's
I
in that big ass mountain. Or
Yeah.
mansion on the hill.
It's on the hill. You can't miss it. Go straight.
It says
until you
mayor
see-
on it?
So he's saying is that the mansion is the mansion.
Just, my good friend.
I just
will
start
see you up
walking
the
up in
hill
that
at the
direction.
mansion that we're
I'm-
going to
I'm
talk to the
coming
mayor
with
to
you.
get this going. Hello, come with me, yes.
It's a silly place.
So I start strolling up the hill towards the
Okay.
mansion.
I start following him with the sack
Jauntily.
of heads.
Alright.
I'm doing my best
As
to
you
keep
walk
up.
off, Kronko, he walks over to you and he's like, "So, it's a pretty nice vessel you got."
Yeah, it is. And I'll tell you what, you keep an eye on this, and you might have some shiny coin for you.
Well,
Beginning to go
as a
this
boat
world?
master,
That sounds great.
it
I'll talk to
gunpowder?
you later.
I don't think so.
So it's like
He's
traditional
kind of
Roman
like,
style piracy with
okay.
arrows and like a boarding run, and
Slide
not like
good day.
boom boom like Pirates of the Caribbean style.
Well, these are all
Galley?
have been very
Yeah.
small fishing trolleys, so we.
I would assume based on it being forgotten.
Is there
about
gunpowder
the
in this?
What?
Is there gunpowder, or is it like okay? So it's like boarding ram with
Right.
like arrows
Cannons.
rather than
Yeah.
rather than like
Yeah,
boom,
there's
boom,
no.
Pirates of the Caribbean
Yeah, there's no
style.
cannonballs.
There's probably some
still
weird
these
asshole out there
grapples
somewhere
to
who
do.
invented
I say I'm gonna blow
gunpowder.
myself up if we have gunpowder in this world. That's a good thing we don't have that.
Okay, so you guys are heading towards the mansion.
Yep.
Okay. So you're starting to walk through the town, and the shops and everything are starting to open up, and people are starting to be pretty busy. You get some odd looks as they see, your party walking through. Not so much you guys, but a lot of wary eyes stare towards the goblin.
Are there any butchers with some raw meat outside?
Yeah.
Alright,
There's actually a butcher.
with his goblin swag, he's walking up to the butcher.
Okay.
Alright. Hey mate, how much here for some of this here meat?
Oh, that's some good meat there, sir. That's going to be about...
Well, of course it's good. I wouldn't be asking if it weren't good.
But I don't know if you got the coin for such good things as that slice. Maybe this slice over here will suit you better.
Hey, I ain't said that slice. I asked about this one, so you gonna tell me about this or not?
Well, that's like 5 pieces of gold, sir. That's the best slice Americow we got.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what, I want one of them
Fish cow.
slices.
I would like to cast thaumaturgy.
A manatee?
Yeah, that's probably a
Manatees
manatee.
now.
It's probably a manatee.
That would not be good
Mercow.
game. That'd be really easy.
I would like to cast thaumaturgy that as he's discussing being able to buy this meat, there's a slight tremor in the general vicinity.
Ooh, shop. What's going on here? What did you offer? What did you say?
I'm giving him 5 gold for the meat, and I'm
Okay.
gonna start eating it raw
Okay.
right in front of him, as if that's totally normal.
He looks at you and he's like, "Oh, well, that's not surprising for your. Never mind.
Yeah, go
What
on,
is
see
going
this.
on? Why is my shop shaking?"
That racism.
Strange signs.
Whoa,
these
what,
are.
when did the kobolds start following us?
I'm not there yet.
Right. So you eventually walk through this town. You traverse up to the gates of the hill, and you see inside this big, lavish estate here. So there's a neat little brick wall with a shiny, ornate. You see on it the initials, like U and the gates, wrought iron gate. You can assume that means Yulfwin. And you see a servant who comes out towards the gates. He's a human. He's dressed in, servant attire. And he's like, "Yes, may I help you?"
Yeah, mate, we're here to see your friend.
Who might I ask
Hello.
that you are calling?
Hello, good sir. Let me get the accent down. Just, good sir. We are here for the master of the manor. No, good. Ulfrin.
Your friend.
We are here.
Friend.
We are here about your pirate problem.
Oh, I see. Give me one moment. I'll see if he's taking visitors. Where might I say that you're beckoning from?
From Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. And who might you be with?
The Dark Ravens.
Okay. Give me one moment. He goes
It's
back.
like a memory.
Do we have our capes on?
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you have your sashes on?
I'm wearing the sash.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty.
Are you?
Is the Goblin wearing this?
Is it where, like,
It would be
what
like a
kind of
half
thing is
cloak thing, and you have your long cloak.
You said sash, so is this like a...
Whatever.
It's the Dark Ravens.
It's
If
It's
it
a
were a
cummerbund.
sash, I would
Yes.
totally...
It's like
If it
like
were
a
a
half
sash,
cloak.
I would totally
Say it's like a
tie
half
it
cloak.
around my head.
Like Boba Fett style.
It is a shape-shifting garment.
Oh, you tied it around your head? Okay.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh,
like,
that's-
the
that's
symbol of the
Ireland.
ravens, like, upside
That's
down,
Ireland.
perching on the skull.
Yeah, slightly off center.
Over this
Right.
way, okay.
Yeah.
Still recognizable, maybe, in certain
Right.
circles of the land.
In bright enough light.
Right, okay. He comes back out, and he's like, "Oh, yes, please, come in." He doesn't usually accept visitors. He's got an important client in there, but
I'll get out of here. My life's busy too.
yes, come this way. And he escorts you across the gardens there and into this lavish estate. And he opens the front door. You walk in, like, everything's pristine. There's like a chandelier with like the arching staircases, and the long hallways that go down parallel to it. You see a big mural of the guy standing all proud. It's this human. He's pretty muscular dude, long, flowing. Like think of maybe like a Conan, an old Conan, but like. The long Conan hair, the blonde hair, flowing in the wind.
The Carpathian.
Right. So he escorts you into the library,
Like the buzzing of flies.
and there's nice leather couches and seats, and he asks you to take a seat. Yulfwin comes in, and you see him, and he's a little older now than probably when that picture was drawn of him. So he's lost some of his muscularity. He's probably a middle-aged man at this point. And he's like, yes, the Dark Ravens.
Yes, we waiting on your friend.
Yes, that is I.
Oh, all right. You don't look anything like a
Sir.
picture out there. You're a little on the scrawnier side.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Thank you for receiving us.
Yes.
I always wondered, you actually read all these here books in this place?
Well,
Can't imagine what a
Yes
waste of
and
time
no.
that is.
You'd be surprised. Have you read a book?
You don't need to when you're out in the world actually doing things, you know what I mean?
I've been in the world myself. Don't let this frail exterior be, dismay you. I've read half of these books. The
Yeah.
other half, they might be for show.
Right, yeah, if you say so.
I have quite a collection here.
Who knows? If he reads a book, he might actually learn how to speak in words that sound like words.
Interesting perception.
It's weird, sometimes, His mouth be moving, but I don't understand a thing he said.
Excellent.
So,
Sir, there is some problems we have heard
Yes.
that we're here to solve with your town.
yes. So, you've got my letter. I'm sure that Arlo has sent you this way. So, we've had some, strange things going on.
Were they stranger things?
They were. They're stranger than a lot of things that usually happen in this small town. You see, it's a very peaceful port town. We've had disappearances of some of the locals. We're talking weeks now. And some keep disappearing every week. We also have, and I don't know, there's a band of pirates in the area.
Hey, watch your tongue, mate. We ain't all bad.
Are you a pirate, sir?
Anyways, sir, we encountered two Knoll brigands on our way here and dispatched them.
Yes.
And I basically kind of
Throw the bag.
toss the bag.
Not on the carpet. Oh God.
They've been rotting for a while at this point.
I thought I smelled the deceased gnolls. The decease of gnolls. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
So what kind of people is these been disappearing? Is like old people, children, what?
It
Men,
seems
women,
to be
they got some money.
men and women.
Hold on.
Men and women.
Hold on.
Yes.
Is they on the wealthy side?
Do you think that maybe the Knolls have something to do with any of this?
It's possible. You see, I think that they're holed up out on Aelmor Island. But there's gnolls, there's bandits. We've heard of strange, monstrous creatures that live on that island. But people still go there to see the old monastery. That monastery has been there for hundreds of years, and it's used to hold a pretty extensive library. I'm sure you guys have heard of Candlekeep to the south of here.
Yeah.
Well,
Indeed
this
we have.
kind of predates the Candlekeep's library. In this library, this is where people would pilgrimage to go and seek out the knowledge of the monks that lived there. But there was a terrible occurrence that happened there before. This is long time ago. And then it seems that a lot of it has moved to Candlekeep to a safer location. But there's still, the old monastery and library are there. But I think that the disappearances, I believe, are definitely happening from something over there.
Would my character know at all about the story of this monastery?
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
10.
10?
Because ironically, my intelligence is not that.
I'm assuming the monastery is completely unrelated to my deity, so I would have no reason to know about it.
Who's your deity? I follow Tamora. Goddess of Fortune.
Yes. She's like that halfling god in general, isn't she?
No, she's not the halfling one. That's a different thing that I wrote down on a piece of paper that is somewhere.
Oh.
That's another
In a
thing.
useful place!
It could be at a useful place for all I know. I have no idea where it is.
Give me 1 second here. There's some stuff that I want to just touch on. Somewhere.
Hey, what's this text over here? What's this say? Is this like kitty, hulu?
I believe it's pronounced Cthulhu. You know of the monastery and how its renowned library is under the monastery. The library is under the monastery.
Okay.
It used to attract large pools of people for it, scholars. It has been ransacked of a lot of its treasures. I mean, this was probably 50 years ago. People were probably talking about this, or however long ago, and it's the stories have made it your way of people going into there looking for knowledge or treasure. But that's all you pretty much know, and that's all kind of recent stuff. It's not about, like,
Gotcha.
in its glory days. So, I see that you have dispatched of some of these fiends so far, but how many did you encounter on your way here?
Just one ship with 2
Oh, okay.
crewmates.
Yeah, they do attack in small groups, it seems. They usually stick to the smaller traveling vessels. We haven't had any reports of our bigger vessels that come through the port having any trouble with them.
Yeah.
Do you have no militia navy to patrol?
No, we're just a small fishing community. That's why we do have guardsmen, but we're not at any fortified point to send our people over to the island. That's why we contacted adventurers ourselves. You seem like a hearty group, though.
Just we are. Would you say that the people who are disappearing there are mainly pilgrims that are going to island, or like more townspeople? The boat that we happened on, I know this name because it's a favorite thing of mine. She's called the Red-Headed Harley.
Oh no. I know that boat. What about were there any survivors?
No, they were not.
Oh.
Did you take the... Somebody took the ID of the...
Yeah, you guys would have it. The journal.
Like, who has it?
I don't know. Whoever wants to have
the
it.
ship's journal. I'll do it. Here is the. Did we read the ship's journal?
I think it just basically...
It was just like identification of like the ship owner and like the manifest. Yeah.
So we had to hand over the ship papers to
Captain Barovial. Glad I took notes.
This reminds me of the oranges I stole. I grabbed one out and started eating it.
Right. It's like that's such a shame that Captain Barovial, he was a good man. What about the boat? Was it salvageable or?
Well, in the fight with the gnolls, they caught on fire.
That's a shame.
It certainly is.
Well, I'm glad you avenged my friend. It'll be a loss for sure. His family and Candlekeep will need to know. I'll send word to them immediately. And he kind of snaps his fingers for the butler and tells the butler, "Take this down," or send a note. It's like, yes. So about the, it's been disappearances of fishermen recently, or anybody that seems to go near the islands, which we are a big fishing community, so many people go out and have their own fishing spots. But it's all been, rather strange. I mean, these men have fished these waters for years with no problems whatsoever, even though there have been reports of pirates in these lands for some time. It seems strange.
Is anyone who's made it back from the island or has witnessed anything that we could talk to?
There's been many people that go out there and come back daily too. That's why I say it's pretty strange. It's not anything particular.
So none of the missing people are related?
No. But you might ask around the town. There's 2 people I know that frequent, or at least have frequented the island. There's Helest and Guthber Tomund. They're scholarly types. They came here to this town many years ago. Those 2 are probably, they're probably in their 60s by now.
Heleth and Guthber?
Yeah, Guthber. Guthber.
Who's the
And
other?
Helest. That's their brothers. It's like, yeah, they came here searching for information and scholarly things throughout the monastery, and they've been there many times in the past. I don't know if they go out there much anymore, but they might have more information about if there's anything particular to the islands. And then I heard there was a report of there's a young kobold in town he was squawking about some sort of maybe his brother disappeared on the island. He might be familiar with the island too. I believe he's over in the North Call Inn. You may find out from him some information. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much everything that I know of. But again, I sit here on the hillside, and the only information I get is from criers and peasants coming to me and with their complaints.
Yeah, I'm the mayor. I kind of like him.
He seems a little bitch from his people.
That's true.
Aren't all mayors. Ever met Tom Wolf? I haven't.
Well, that's a
I've met Bill Peduto. He's gone to my dive bar. You know, like, so.
Well.
All right.
Well, good sir. Well, good sir. Thank you for your time.
Yes.
We are going to ask questions of these kobolds and the Guthber and Helest, and try to get to the bottom of the problems. On this island, just a point of clarification. Lots of goats and like skulls with the candles on top. Is there any reports of this type of thing?
I don't know. I understand your inquiry, sir.
Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
Goat heads and candles.
Mm-hmm.
Does that
No,
have to
like
deal with
they
anything
wear
in
a
particular?
bunch of black and they stay like draw things on the
You
ground.
mean like a cult, or like witches, or
like the necromancer? You know.
Oh.
Maybe that's okay. There's none of that.
I haven't heard reports. Pilgrims go over there, and it's a strange monastery. I'm sure there's probably been people that go there for different reasons.
Alright, well, I think we need to talk here about something important. I said, how much you paying us to get this done for you?
I've already paid for your league charges,
What?
so
No, he said that we'd have to talk to you about income pay.
roll a persuasion check.
20?
Oh dang!
Oh, 22, sorry.
22. Oh, well, I didn't know that there was more payment to be made. Yes.
Razik, let's just get on with it. We'll try
He
and
snaps his
finish
fingers. Butler guy turns back around and he's like,
this. Or we can ignore what I just said.
he writes a note out for 100 gold and like 3 nights stay at the inn as long as you guys are in town.
Oh, this is perfect. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it.
It's like, turn this into, well, actually, he just comes out with a sack of gold and then gives you a note for the inn.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I don't need to have you guys go to a bank. There's no bank here.
What's the there's one in town where
Yeah, the North Call Inn
okay where the kobold is.
is here. Or, yeah.
Okay.
Get over there. Get
As
over
a
there.
teleport across
So
the
you
map.
were splitting up that payment with us, right?
Hey, my goal is to rob from the rich and give them the poor.
Well, then I trust you'll be making a sizable donation to the families of those people who've gone missing.
Yeah, it's gonna go to good use.
Alright, so
Yeah, I'll
where
be
you
having
guys
my
headed?
share
See
of that
to
now.
it that it does.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You're very welcome, and he escorts you to the door, and he's like, I hope to hear back from you guys soon. Hope that your adventure goes very well. It would be such a grateful thing to my people here, and if you need anything else, I do have a visitor in town, and I will be doing some very important business, but, I'm always available if you need me.
Thank you, kind Mr. Mayor.
And as you're walking by, you can see a man that's in the other room as you're walking by, and you see an elf dressed in like black and leathers and very fancy. He's just sitting with like a goblet around the fire and like
kind of like ranger clothing.
no, very fanciful, aristocratic, but it's like black from head to toe. Kind of like ominous.
No black
maybe,
hoods or
I don't
anything
know.
like that.
No,
It's
no
like a
hood.
skull with the candle on
No,
top of
but
it.
he's like sitting there and just kind of like enjoying the fire, and he turns to you guys as you walk by, and you guys kind of like make eye contact.
I just kind of
And he nods.
Well, my party, we have met with the mayor. I say we should go see about this Mr. Kobold at the... Oh, no, I'm Russian.
At the inn.
at this North Hall Inn.
I do like the idea of going to an inn anytime.
You guys have been out all night on the boat.
Just. And maybe we take a nap as well.
I thought it was morning when we got here.
It was. You went through the entire night fighting your way to get to
I'm
port.
gonna go talk to the brothers.
You're splitting up.
The brothers are closed. Come back later.
Split the party. What could go wrong?
We might as well grab the kobold so you can actually be part of the story.
Come on, Todd. Jeez. A little bit of player appreciation.
You can go get them.
It's okay. I like stories.
You can do their part first.
And honestly, my kobold would ignore most of it anyways.
Alright. Alright, so who's all going where then?
I'm heading to the...
Here's the town.
I'm heading to the inn.
Okay. In. Where are you going?
Anything interesting?
Find more meats.
There is a fishery on the list.
Yeah.
Eat some fish heads.
That's
might
probably
be
where
good.
he went. Sea cow. The cow of the sea.
Manatee.
Where's the chicken of the sea?
Well, I got a debt to repay, so I'm gonna give the boatmaster a shiny coin and then go to the inn.
Okay. You return there and he's like, "Oh, master, what was your name?"
Yeah, mate, it's all good. So here's one gold piece for your good deeds. I appreciate it. Now, be careful with this. You invest it right, it will multiply in abundance, and I hope you can do much with these things. So, thank you again, and you have a nice night.
Oh, much appreciated. You too. You're quite the.
He just walks away.
He just starts trying to have a conversation. Just walks away. All right. So I'll go to.
You can go to them.
Yeah. Well, who are you trying to see?
I'm gonna go see the brothers, but I also believe that I probably.
Are you asking around town for where they live?
He didn't tell us.
Did you want to ask him that before you left?
Where can I find these brothers?
Well, Hellest lives down the street. They don't live together. They live in separate houses. But Hellest lives close down the hill here, and his brother lives closer into the market district, I believe.
I just wanted to pick up some overpriced cheese.
I will go. I'm gonna go whichever one is closer to
Hellest?
my current
Okay.
location.
Alright, so you go to Hellest's house, and you knock on the door quite a few times, and there's no answer.
Okay,
And I will go to them now.
that's fine. I was hoping they would be together.
Not all 60-year-old men shack up together.
Well, they probably hang out together.
Shit, I'm glad I learned that now. That would have been bad to not know in 30 years.
Right. Okay, so you guys go to the North Call Inn. So, a stone's throw away from the docks, the old, heavily weathered stone building stands, braving the harsh sea winds. A crooked wooden sign above the entrance trembles in the wind, squeaking on rusted chains. The thatched roof has seen better days, while the spinning compass, weather vane, top that shines brightly in the sun. As you step aside, a warm and welcoming light spills over you, revealing a wild variety of travelers, traders, and townsfolk. The news of recent events buzzes around the room, leaving faces looking stern and troubled. And right now you see your character. He is at a table with a few dwarves and another man. And
Is there an open table?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the open table. I don't
Okay.
like them stunties.
Right. Well, they probably were going to shoo you away anyways,
Good.
because your
No
character's
stunties,
probably like,
no tunnels.
Hey, have you seen my brother? Hey,
Yep.
have you? And they're just like, go away, kobold guy. And the innkeeper is behind the bar, and he's pouring drinks for locals. And there's basically just what's it? Just like a hearth and.
How's the talent in this joint?
There is a bard, but I think they're taking a break. There's obviously like instruments.
Yeah.
How's talent? Oh yeah. Well,
there's a single old
Roger, he likes
you
cities
don't see any winches in this, which I guess probably seems strange to you.
Okay.
Before I entered the inn, before we got to the inn, like right before entering, I would like to have cast Disguise Self on myself.
Okay.
I will appear as a very finely dressed kobold.
Haha.
Like, I look like I am clearly a man of means, but also a man of action.
What's your armor?
My
Your armor doesn't change, right?
It does.
Oh, it does?
It says clothing. I'm assuming armor counts toward that.
Sure.
Yeah.
What are you wearing? Are you wearing, like, robes?
I would say traveling robes. The kind that say mid-ranking nobleman. Not the nobleman.
Do I recognize him? Can I roll to see if I falsely recognize him as a different kobold I might know?
Yes. Go for a history check.
Oh. I rolled pretty well there.
I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. History check is intelligence based. I have this.
Alright, 18. Does he look like a kobold that I know? Or I've heard of?
If he's trying to figure out if I look like...
I mean, I know you just randomly generated, but you might look like a kobold that I'm aware of.
I'm going to say...
My spell DC is 13.
Okay.
It's up to you what he figures out from that.
I probably choose to believe.
Do you choose to believe?
I would choose to believe it because it would be exciting.
I was going to say, if you're rolling to choose to believe it, then yeah, you rolled really high. Now, if you were rolling
I'm
to
choosing
see
to believe it.
through
I'm choosing
you
to roll to see if he happens to arbitrarily look like someone in the.
You think that you know this man. This kobold man.
I wander over. And to be clear, I'm a kobold. I'm a younger kobold. I'm wearing oiled black leathers with like pieces of bronze sewed into it because I like shiny. It's like Thoggugs. You bees here?
What? Why, yes, I do.
Why you bees here, Thoggugs?
Well, you know, why bees anywhere?
Thoggugs the wise.
Decided to come around here. I heard word. I didn't know that it would be you that I heard about. I heard that a traveling companion of yours was kidnapped.
Yeah, Thoggugs. You see Skrizz anywheres?
No, I didn't see Skrizz. I can't believe that. The mayor left out a lot of the information. He didn't tell me it was Skrizz who got taken.
Well, you know how Skrizz bees.
Well, you know, but...
Skrazz needs Skrizz for Bomb Ball. This important, Thoggugs. You knows this.
I do. This very important.
I'm fine that I did not go with them now.
So, where did they take him? Where did they take him?
To Les first. He's not there. If you want to go there instead of Guthbert.
What does my character actually know about him? I'm just looking for him, right?
Who? Skrizz?
I haven't heard anything about him, right?
The last thing you know, he was going out to Aelmor Island. And that was the last time you... Yeah, it's the island that's across.
Okay.
And you've been there on this island before.
And he's not there.
Well, you haven't gone searching for him. You're
Okay.
trying to
I
get a
would mention
boat
he's probably
over.
there. I've heard he's there.
You've heard he's there, then why are we here?
You didn't get a boat. You don't have money for a boat.
I wouldn't say that.
You're a puny kobold, and that's going to be a hard row for...
Thoggugs. I got shinies here. I figures now Skrazz and Thoggugs here. We hits the walls with big rocks, and then we shoots them with arrows, and we takes the shinies. What Thoggugs thinks?
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty noticeable.
Thoggugs, big kobold.
We need to get Skrizz back first.
We know tells him about shinies. Skrazz wants the shinies.
Right. We won't tell him about
Skrizz gets his own shinies.
Who knows? Maybe Skrizz found some shinies where he is.
Then we takes them.
You know Skrizz wouldn't tell you about the shinies.
Are we just getting drunk right now?
Yeah, what are you guys doing? Are you standing around?
Do I have any
talking
useful
to us?
information for them, to be clear?
You will.
Okay. You'll
Stuff
tell me when
that-
it's pertinent.
Did we
Stuff
notice?
that you know now, I mean, is kind of aligned with what they're doing. Is they're trying to investigate into stuff.
Okay.
Obviously, the island is.
Okay, so we're going to the island next as a party.
Obviously, the island is of
Okay.
importance to you because that's the
Who
last
thought
thing
us to go next?
As the DM's note, my spell will last 1 hour. Well, I guess we have to go to Aelmor Island.
What do you do?
I know this asshole
talk to
goblin
the
who has a
innkeeper.
boat we could take.
You bring rest of Gug's clan?
I don't know how many will fit on boat. Goblin has shinies, though.
We take shinies. Maybe takes boat if boat good enough.
Boat's a piece of shit.
We burn boat.
After we're done using boat.
And then like see.
Thugger's no
I
loss.
probably look a little bit disconcerted by the thought of water because I'm not terribly cool with open seas.
Alright, so you're walking over to the barkeep.
Yeah, if he's the innkeeper, yeah.
Okay. Roger, what are you doing? Are you following him or are you.
I'm gonna go talk to the dwarves.
Okay. Alright, I'll get back to that then. So you walk over to the innkeeper.
Yeah.
You see a hard-looking but friendly-natured man. He has red, bristly hair and bold features. You notice as he's pouring a drink, he's missing 2 fingers on his right hand. And let's see.
And then you notice that Citric's online.
Andy D!
You don't know who that is or what online means.
Yeah, that's all you notice about him when you walk up to him.
Okay.
Hey, what can I get you?
Mate, so, maybe you can help me out here a bit. I got something of a problem here.
We've all got problems here.
Yeah, well, this is a little important. See, here, I'm traveling with some friends, and, the mayor, he gave me this. You see this right here? What's this say right here? It says, free nights rest.
That's not even what it says there, sir. Do you read common?
Well, yeah, of course. What's it say then?
Oh, you're holding it upside down. He switches it around, but then he just takes it from
Does the goblin have a low intelligence?
It's not my first language.
Okay.
He just I'm going to take it as he just assumed what it was already written. Because that's what the guy was like writing,
Yes.
saying that he was
Yes.
writing. It's like, let me see that. Oh, interesting. This is from Ulfwin. It says here that you're from. Actually, I get it back. Lower. You're from the Dark Ravens Guild, eh?
Yeah. What of it?
Well, he has to have told you about the missing people in the town.
Yeah, missing people and all that, yeah. But what I'm here asking about is this here free night's rest.
Yes.
Right, now, he made a mistake, and I'm hoping you might get us corrected here.
Wait, before you even get to that, are you here to save my daughter?
Yeah, we is.
I have a question. Can I overhear this?
No. I'm going to say it's the bard's kind of started to chime in now, so there's a little bit of music.
Although I imagine you have pointed him out at this point, so we can probably join his conversation at some point.
Right.
I've pointed him out to you, but he's an asshole. I'm not really in a hurry.
Okay.
He says, my daughter, Celeste.
Yeah.
She...
Celeste, right.
Celesta.
Right.
She's
That's
gone
what I said.
missing. But before you even say about any free stay, yes, of course, free stay
Yeah,
for
that's
you.
what I'm talking about here.
But if you can return her, you're adventurers.
No,
If you can return her,
wait.
I'll give you 100 gold pieces.
Now, see, alright, yeah, that sounds good too, but this is supposed to be here, free stay and drink. And he was just in such a hurry, he forgot to write that.
You look like, well, that's fine, sir. I don't think that free drink. It's my daughter's life.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I tell the mayors. I'm like, yeah, it's his daughter's life, so it's free in and drink, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Now, you just do me a favor here and just write it down. Just and drink.
He just takes it and he writes on it, and he's like, "But
I heard.
thank you. We gonna find that Celeste. It's all good.
Celeste,
Right, that's what I said.
Do you even want to know what she looks like? So
Yeah, go on.
Well, she's 18.
Right, about 18.
She's a very pretty blonde
Blondish.
hair,
Yeah, I heard
blue
all
eyes.
this. Blue eyes,
You
yeah.
overhear this.
Yeah.
Blonde-haired, blue eyes, beautiful woman.
Right.
She's my only daughter, and she helps me here at the inn. I don't know what I'd do without her. You have to save her.
Yeah, she'll be all right. We're keeping hers in good hands.
Okay.
Pardon me, sir, Captain.
Was she on the island? Did you say, or
I don't know her whereabouts. She disappeared a few days ago. Last she was seen, she was just wandering near the docks and the coast. She wasn't even near that island.
Yes, sir. We will in our mission here to make your town safe. We will find your beautiful and 18 years old daughter. This is something that
she'll have a locket on her. She carries it all the time. It's a small golden locket that's around her neck. Oh wait, no, it's around his neck. Sorry. This is what she looks like. Whoops. Woo.
Oh, Jess, she's very pretty.
She's super hot.
Okay.
Does she look fat or thin?
Thin. She looks like Lady Gaga.
Skrazz no likes bony.
Settle down.
Now, if we're trying to travel to the island of Moreau, where are we getting down over there?
You're trying to go out to Aelmor Island.
Yeah, Moreau Island. Where is this?
It's right across the ocean.
Now, is we talking
It's
like...
about 10 miles.
Yeah.
My accent just keeps going all over. It's about 10 miles out there.
Is this towards sun, or are we going like, we bit around this way, or is it more like around that way?
It sounds like you might need a guide. Damn it, now I'm going into fucking Gideon.
It's cool.
I'm just gonna stop with the voice acting.
We get it.
Got it.
We get it.
Looks like it's out. Whatever I just said.
Just keep doing accents. They're enjoyable.
I know.
They're enjoyable.
I just think
Consistently keep with one, damn it.
I just think this innkeeper has a
I
fine voice.
Yes.
Therefore,
Now, I don't mean to impose
He's a
any
man
kind of
of many
hardship or
places.
anything, but if you want us to find your daughter, we often we charge an upfront fee.
Jesus Christ. I'd give you 100 gold, and you already have a free stay and.
Right, and then also the upfront fee. It's just business, mate. You know how it is.
He looks at you and he's like, "Is this what you do? Is this your typical business wages?"
Is you
You're
want
a rogue too.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm talking to either of you two.
So as you can look at the good captain and myself, we are very dangerous men who specialize in rescuing beautiful daughters.
Persuasion.
Can I help him?
Sure.
Doesn't he get? How's that work?
Can I come in
I
and
gotta-
blow this?
I
Can I come in and blow this scam up?
I got a.
No, you're with the brothers, all right? All the
No.
evil people are at the bar.
You decided not to go to the bar.
I do have persuasion as one of my attributes, but I rolled like a 4.
But I'm giving you
What
advantage.
Yeah,
'cause
roll
I'm,
it again.
I'm supporting
Take
you,
the higher. Take the higher.
You're supporting his claim.
12.
and that's with your extra points.
Yeah.
Plus, is that plus charisma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's,
It's
Or persuasion. It's a skill.
yeah.
So plus any ranks plus your...
You're ranked
Which I
in
didn't put in there.
persuasion.
It is in class, but you don't have any points in it.
That
you
should
don't
be
have any
your.
skill points in
If
anything.
he is not proficient in it, then he just adds.
He
in
is
the-
proficient, but he doesn't
Proficient.
appear to have done any
So
skills.
it's your-
So it's 2
Charisma
plus your
bonus.
charisma bonus.
Yes. You should
Okay.
probably do your skills. Those are pretty important.
Well, the
That's like
5th
19.
edition skills are only proficiencies now.
Yep. I was
You
gonna
don't
say
actually
probably
get range.
Oh, that's right.
Plus 2, plus 5. I got
Yeah.
plus 2 in there. Proficiency
Yep.
bonus.
Probably my least favorite thing.
All right,
from
14.
3-5.
How's the math thing?
You
Don't like the math?
persuade him.
I
both
love
of
doing
you.
the
No,
math.
I said.
Okay.
I used to play skills.
I'll do
and
anything.
I had
I'll do
all
anything.
kinds of
but
everything.
I only have 100 gold on me right now.
Right.
I can give you this up front if you bring my daughter back.
Yeah, 100 now, 100 later. That's right. It's good.
I'll see about. the
I
100
take
later.
this 100 gold as the goblin has dispersed the 100 gold from the
He's
from
into
the
you.
mayor. Thank you, my kind sir. We will find your daughter by the docks. And how many days ago?
3
days ago.
3 days. She's been gone. And as you can see around here,
Have
it's-
we joined them yet, or are we still?
I was going to say, about this time,
want to.
I'm probably pointing him out and being like, well, there's that asshole goblin with the boat. We should probably head out to get Grizz.
Mate, it's like this, right? You can either split this 2 ways or 4 ways. By my count, maybe 5.
You can deal with that later.
But first, I've got a
Maybe
trick
we
I
talk
have to
about
show
this
you.
another time.
I learned a little bit of magic here.
I was gonna go ahead and talk to the dwarves.
I make myself look like different person.
So can I do that or? Okay.
All right.
Good skill. Good
I'll
skill
do
to
that
have.
with you
Yeah,
real
dog
quick
hugs.
here.
Keeps hidden. That way people don't know it's me when I take their shinies.
The trick light.
Every time.
I'm going
Doggugs
to...
teach trick to Skrazz.
I can try. I don't know if it'll work.
Okay, Doggugs does it, and Skrazz watches.
Okay, I drop this guy's self and turn back into my normal form.
In front of him?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
I clap.
He just explained.
I explained that this is my magic that I...
So he's still whatever. He's
Okay.
still yeah.
Okay.
I clap. You piece fat halfling Doggugs. Nobody suspects.
Exactly.
All right, I focus. Am I a halfling yet?
Nice.
I open my eyes. Doggugs,
Dwarves,
Skrazz do trick.
here they are.
Skrazz need more practice.
Oh, before you guys set off, he asks you if you guys would like a drink before you move.
Thuggugs tell
So
Asshole
what
Goblin
we
different
have, we
name,
have,
fake name, so Goblin will
I
know.
make a
Good
really
idea.
good thing.
No
here.
worry,
It's called
Doggugs.
Hag Shot. if
We
you're
hit house with
interested.
rocks and shoot with errors later.
It's
Yes.
it's
Tell Asshole
a
Goblin
local
name is
favorite.
Baron.
It might smell a little bad, but I guarantee you, it's
It's good fat
knock your
halfling.
socks off. It's
Good.
good stuff.
I agree with you.
Hag shot.
That's what the locals like to drink around here. But I mean, we have everything
Are
else.
we
you know.
joining them?
Yeah, we're gonna go up to them because
Okay.
we need to get to the boat.
Right, you're at the bar now.
I pokes
These
the
two.
go. I pokes the. Hey, Gobby.
Hey Goblin, look who I found.
Yeah,
We,
what's
we,
this?
we have to find
What's
we have to
You
find
need
his
a
brother
pet, yeah?
Skrizz.
You got a pet now.
His brother Skrizz is the one that we agreed to go find. We have to go save him. We need your boat.
Save who?
We need to go
this
save Skrizz.
is Sir Kobold, who is seeking the island as well.
Where is he?
Human.
Okay. Hi, Hume. Hey, Gobby. What yous be?
What? Anyway, mate,
He does not seem to be very bright.
we need to find this
Yeah.
this girl here, Celeste.
Well, I mean, remember
Yes,
when we
find my daughter.
we told the mayor that we'd go find this kobold's
Hag
brother.
shots all
Yeah, I
around.
know.
He'll start setting them out.
Okay.
Where's these hag shots?
Hey, Gobby. Skrazz gets first eatens.
We be drinking, mate. What's wrong with you?
By the way, you still owe me that 25 gold.
I don't know you nothing. You didn't contribute to anything.
Just, let's
You
have
caused,
a
you
hearing.
caused us a problem with the boat. Almost sent us off course. You're lucky you're getting any sympathy from me.
I point to the picture of the girl and say, Skrazz gets first eatens.
Just, my friends, let's have a drink to our newfound party. Here we go. Knock this back.
Skrazz hates Boney.
Anyways, put this in your face, Mr. Kobold.
What are you handing to me?
It's a shot. It's called hag shot.
Hag
I'll
shot.
eat it, whatever it is. Yeah.
Just eat the glass.
So So you all take this shot, and as you're like about to take it, it smells like seaweed left rotting, and it has a bitter, salty taste to it.
Everybody shots.
When I smell that, I'm not gonna take the shot.
Everybody who drinks it, regardless of their, constitution or anything, you all cough or gag on the first drink of this stuff.
Baron, this feels like one time when we feed Grog's clan piss, and then they drinks it. Baron is like, and then they drinks it, and they look icky green.
Oh, what they tell you.
And I
tell,
dumped
Mr.
my
Kobold.
shot on the goblin.
You don't even drink it, you just dump it on it. The bartender's like,
I'm gonna shove him to the ground.
oh boy. Bar fight breaks out. So, okay.
A diminutive.
Can I?
Everybody who's drank Hagshot
I'm drinking it.
has now been inspired for a short-lived, reckless feeling of bravery and confidence. Anyone who drinks a pint... Oh, well, we're not into a pint yet.
Reckless behavior.
Yeah.
Are those
So,
dwarves
right
still
now,
here?
you all should be feeling pretty reckless and brave and confident. So you're shoving him down?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact,
After he pours his drink on you,
I
just shove
will
him.
waste a superiority
Oh my
die
gosh.
to make him miss pouring his drink on me
Oh,
and just like throw it back in his face.
okay. Is your mouth open? Let's roll.
Are those dwarves still here?
Yeah, we'll get to them.
On a percentile, that's 65.
That's not decisive. Oh, that's very angry. I feel very angry.
Why are we
Alright,
rolling?
we
He
get
told me to
stuff
roll
to
to
you.
get my mouth open.
Oh,
Oh.
so
Are we actually
65% yes.
Are we
Is
drunk or is it just a magical feeling?
Shouldn't you want that to be 35% closed? Or?
He didn't specify, so I said 65% open. Sorry, I haven't rolled in percentiles for. I usually just roll d20 for that, but
Well, in that case, that's a 13.
okay. What's your superiority dice do?
Basically, you can make an attack roll and you add the superiority die to it
Okay,
to see if it's.
so you're
hit.
basically making an attack with this shot of
Right.
stuff.
How do you have
Okay.
a superiority die already?
Don't mess with the goblin, man.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, okay.
It's a feature,
It's a goblin thing.
right?
That makes sense. I was just trying to
It's
think
not as
mechanically.
rogue. It's not as rogue. It's
Yeah, it's
this
like
is
I didn't
Goblin.
remember him being a fighter, and he's definitely
Right.
not level
I
3.
didn't know.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, roll an attack with your superiority dice.
I feel like I have to respect this.
7, but that's a critical 1. I don't know how that works with the superiority die.
You,
I have an AC of 18.
So here's what happens. You start to try to dump it. He obviously sees you doing this. He goes to grab it and throw it in your face. You duck, and it hits behind on the table full of dwarves. What the fuck is going on? And they flip the table over.
I'm gonna yell.
There's like 4 of them.
I'm gonna yell. I can't believe you threw that at them dwarves.
I would like to
They all look at
telepathically
you.
tell one of the dwarves, asshole goblin doesn't know what to do with a good drink.
You're wasting perfectly good hag shot. What the hell? And you got it all over my beard. You're gonna have to pay for that.
I was trying to give it to my friend here.
No, you're gonna have to pay for our drinks right now, you. And they come over.
Funny how I don't
And
think
they
that's going to
actually
be what's
probably
going to
stand
happen.
above you because you're halfling.
No. Doggos, wait, get some. I jump on the table and I brandish my stick like a Tuscan warrior. I'm gonna charge them.
I stroll in here and I grab him by his collar and pick him up and put him down.
We got no beef with you. We
Hello.
want this guy. I'm sorry to pick up your accent.
Is he
We
on the-
want this guy to pick up a tab.
Just hello, fellow warriors. What brings you to this fine, charming town that we're all in?
Who's this flamboyantly?
I am
We don't have time for you.
I'm Roger Gavin, and I
While they're
try to do
distracted, I'm
some.
going to try to sneak away.
Okay, roll it.
Try.
You gotta try to.
Dante's living in the tunnels.
Fortunately, I'm a halfling. I get to re-roll that natural one.
Nice.
Oh.
On the floor.
That's a different
That's
die.
bad.
I can also re-roll that natural one.
Oh boy.
Natural 20, but I have to take the 9 plus whatever my stealth is.
Man, you have no luck here, Thoggugs.
13.
All right. Let's see. You attempt to slink away. As you try to slink away, one of the dwarves grabs your hood and yanks you back, and he's like, "No, you're not getting away that easy." And the innkeep's like, Wait, he didn't mean it. These two were just having a spit. Here, hag shots all around again, and he just
like
starts
this.
pulling
No,
things. And
no. Can I poke him in the nose, the dwarf, and make him drop Thoggugs?
Oh, you haven't pulled him back. He's not like pulling him.
I think I still have him.
He just
Probably
like,
do.
He just
Kind of
grabbed.
out of collar.
He just grabbed his hood as he tried to like sneak
Poke him in
past
his
him.
big fat stunty
He
nose.
pulled him back and was just like, confronting him again. So he pours another round of hag shots for everybody. The dwarves kind of calm down and they're like, "That's right." And grabs them, starts chugging down this hag shot.
Thoggugs, we bashes
Can I
them
do
later.
like a charisma roll with the
Yeah.
dwarves?
Yep.
We bashes them later, Thoggugs.
I got
I
a
telepathically know you.
14,
Yes, later.
and then I got a +5 charisma modifier.
I
What
learned
was
how
it?
to talk
14
inside
plus
your
5?
head.
Okay. Yeah. You start, like, you kind of, like, interject
probably don't say
yourself
anything to that.
between everybody.
Can you think? Can I
And
think
you're
back to
like,
it? No, you
you know,
just
hey,
it's ascending, right?
what-
It's
What brings
not-
a fine
you
group
can
of
say
warriors
that.
like yourself
Oh.
to this town?
this
Wow,
guy
he's
thinks
learned all
we're a
kinds
bunch
of
of
new
warriors. We're no warriors. You think all dwarves are warriors? We're here for gems, sir. We're gem traders.
Oh, okay.
And my friends here, they praise the gems that we find. There's another guy that was sitting over with them, and he's like, come back. We're going to talk some more about this trade that you were offering." And the dwarves kind of go back and sit down, and you can overhear them saying, like, that it's like, "Oh, okay, Gregor, we'll talk some more trade about these gems that you lost. There's a shipment. You owe us." You're overhearing all of this. And you see this guy who's sitting at the bar, and he's obviously a local person. He kind of dresses the same as all these other local humans, except he has one eye missing, but it's replaced with a gemstone. And the one dwarf's like, "You owe us a shipment, or we might be taking that as part of it." He's like, calm down. And he like stretches out and he cracks his knuckles and everything. And he starts to talk about how one of his shipments has been gone, stolen by pirates, but he plans to get it back. And then he looks over and he said, "Wait, aren't you guys? You said you're adventurers, right?"
Yes, so we're actually here about this pirate problem itself.
Well, that's great. It's like, well, one of my friends here are interested in the gems and everything that we fish out of the monastery every once in a while. I lost a shipment recently, and I've actually lost a friend. He's gone missing with this shipment. If you come upon these things, it would be very much worth your while.
And what was the name of the vessel that the shipment of gems was on?
The vessel itself was the poor old hag shot.
Excellent random naming.
Name named after this fine drink we have here, and he takes another shot of it. He's
How
like,
drunk is he How
gets
drunk
me
does he
every
look?
time.
Does he look drunk?
Yeah, he looks like
I'll
a little bit.
Did I notice his glass eye?
You do. Oh God,
I want it. I want it.
It gleams in the candlelight.
I know it's shiny.
How close is the kobold to me?
You probably see me
just
eyeing him pretty
I'm just
close.
like,
I'm not dumb. I'll wait until he goes to sleep and then take his eye.
So he definitely tells you about his young halfling assistant was the one that's gone missing with this shipment. Orwin Golwit.
Organ Golbit.
Yeah. And he hasn't returned home for days as well.
We will be on the lookout for your halfling assistant and this shipment of gems.
But good. You can find me at. I run the general goods store here, so.
And what is your name, fine sir?
I'm Gregor Stock. Shakes her hand. The big, burly man.
Which one is it?
Excuse me?
You said it's Greg or Stock. I'm like, which? Is it Greg or was it Stock?
It's both, sir. Gregor Stock. Gregor.
Alright, it's nice to meet you then, Stock.
Okay.
You know, I bet whoever took that are the same ones that took Skrizz. I mean, Skrazz.
Skrizz.
I'm Skrazz. He's Skrizz.
I mean, Skrizz.
The missing one is
Got it.
Skrizz.
You had it.
That was in character.
Yeah. Okay, I don't correct you. I'm just paying attention.
Yeah. You know, I'm sure good old Thuggins was
So I think I take my leave of
Yep.
Gregor Stock.
Probably.
Alright. So, here's what goes down. So, he's heading towards Guthber's house. And you guys...
Wait, Guthbar is this guy we're talking to with the glass eye?
No, that's...
No, he's
Yeah.
the other one of the brothers
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he
Oh.
decided to split the party for.
Yes.
So you're sitting in this inn, and you hear, like, a lot of commotion coming from outside. Same with you, Silimar, when you're walking towards the middle of town. And that's where the North College is, kind of near the middle of town. You hear a lot of commotion and stuff going on from the center of town. People kind of gasping and oh my god, or it's a monster! Ah! Pretty awesome.
And so we all just did shots.
You all did shots, and you all feel you've done 2 shots.
Invincible.
Now. You've done 2 shots now.
You know what they say, my friend. Fortune favors the bold. And I start rushing for the door.
So,
I go with him!
You mean while this whole thing is going on, I didn't even get to the brother's house?
No, you're walking towards there.
Well, we probably pause this and go to
So
you
you went to
now.
the first brother's house, and the other brother's
Alright,
house.
fine.
Our
One
chapter
day
is
I
done.
was
Now it
knocked
goes to
on
you.
his door, and he wasn't home too. And then you're like, I fucking give up, and I'm heading towards the North Call Inn. Oh my god! Never split the party.
So I
They're praying somewhere.
I kind of just stand up, pop my sword, kind of out like this, like a samurai style, and kind of whisk my half cape around and go striding outside.
Alright. You're hearing us also, as you're in the middle of the town square, Todd.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna be pulling out 2 of the things that I call swords and running towards the screams.
Okay. You all get to the town square. You see a crowd that's gathered. You hear cries of shock rise up in the air. And they've surrounded, it looks like a man, but there are squid-like tentacles protruding from his belly with suction cups. Barnacles all over his face and other parts of his body. And it looks like he has gills like a fish near his neck. And he's actually clutching a hand kind of near, which is also like a claw, like a crab, towards his neck, but he's like flailing around, and people are like keeping their distance, and like a lot of people are like calling out, like, "Oh my god, it's a monster!" Oh.
What was you said he was? What was that he was clutching?
His throat.
So it's like he's not able to breathe, or like he's choking on something, or.
As you get closer, I mean, what's your guys' perception of this? As you get closer, do you want to? Is there anything you want to do?
Man, this sucks. Just because it's this character, and because he's, has this obsession with chivalry and helping people, I'm just gonna run in and try to kill the thing.
I thought he has an obsession with scamming people.
Taking from the rich and give the poor.
And you're taking from the rich when you take a man's last 100 gold.
Yeah, but
He's an innkeeper. He's an owner.
He'll make more.
Yeah.
His income.
Daughter's been kidnapped. I think you're walking a fine line.
Fine.
What are you doing, Todd?
I have no idea.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
You're probably still looking for the brothers.
No.
Probably.
Is
No,
he
he
arrives?
hears
Is
this.
he
No, you hear this too. The Guthbers is in the town square, so you see this happening. You're like right there.
Yeah, but now the brothers are missing. You gotta find the brothers.
Well, they're brothers. They're with your brother. If you were taking people, wouldn't you keep all the brothers together?
We lets them kills the humies, then we loots the humies after.
No. Can't let them kill the humies.
Why?
They kill the humies, they think we do it.
He comes back?
They always think the kobolds do
Okay.
it.
I honestly
He
don't know
blames
what's going on.
Gobby.
So
Okay.
They think we're important.
There's a humanoid man in the middle of the town square.
Who made that
flailing
decision?
around.
I'm sure
He's got like tentacles and fish
humans are
scales
dumb like
and all
that.
sorts out, and people are crying out in panic and like saying that it's a monster. That's what you hear and see at this point.
Does he have a hat?
No,
Is he wearing clothes?
he is.
What kind of clothes?
The clothes are ripped, and they look like the regular people of this town's clothes.
Nothing fancy?
No. Mr. Goblin here is rushing in with his sword drawn.
I mean, he's clearly initiating combat before any of us, so we should probably let him do his attack
Well,
first.
he's like, he's running in.
I stopped
What
talking
are you
to
guys
Baron
doing?
for
So you two are talking on the outside of this
Right.
big group of people.
I would. Is there is that around him, or is he just in the middle?
No,
of the group
he
of
is
people?
like in the middle of like the.
are there children, anything like that around?
There are,
I would totally.
all the townsfolk that are in a market.
Is there the town guard constabulary?
There are a few towns guards, and they're like sitting there with their pikes or whatever.
I would
like,
totally
like,
jump.
but no one's engaging.
Okay, so he's kind of like in this middle of this throng of people.
Right.
I'm helping usher
Stumbling
small children
around.
and scare
All right.
people.
So you're basically putting.
No,
you're
I'm helping. I'm like ushering them.
Okay,
telling
you're
them.
like, get away from that
Yeah.
crazy monster thing.
As
You two are talking at the outskirts of this.
As Roger was like a soldier, he's got his sword and he's striding up to the nearest
Okay.
guardsman and saying, "Oh, guardsman, what manner of creature is this?"
Oh, I like that. Excellent look, sir.
It's like I don't know. It looks like Harold, but that's obviously not Harold. What are you doing?
Would Billy run? And
You don't hear any of that.
Yeah, I know.
What are you doing?
He would jump off of the most
All right.
able-bodied looking person
I'm
for an
gonna give
attack.
you an attack on
Okay.
this guy.
Okay.
Roll.
Maybe he's rational. Says Tim, the player, not the goblin. Not the kobold character. Kobold doesn't care.
Man, this thing's giving me a roll. That is an 11.
Okay. You rush in, and this creature is just
With one
swinging
arm.
around. What's that? With one hand?
Yeah, I've got
That's
two
your one hand.
weapons.
Roll your other one then.
Alright. And 17.
Okay. So as it's flailing around, you rush in there. This goblin in front of all these people rushes in. And he jumps, and he swings, and one of the tentacles swings out, knocks his sword out of his hand, and it kind of like falls. But then you come in under its belly and like kind of ice, right?
Yeah. Right.
It now not only it just kind of falls back to the ground, not dead, bleeding now, still clutching its thing and like flailing like ah, and you hear a cry from a woman in the crowd. It's like, oh my God, Harold, what are you doing? Oh Jesus! And like runs over. It's like, somebody help my brother!
Don't worry, mate. I'll take care of this evil demon.
No. She's like clutching at you, like trying to pull you away.
I wouldn't understand.
All right, let's we'll roll off the Scrabble check.
Okay.
She's trying to grab you and pull her away from.
Is escape artist still a thing? So this bonus
19.
You can oppose
Okay.
grapples
Yeah,
with
escape
your
artist
other
weapon.
attacks.
There's a
Grappler
grapple.
or not.
Okay.
No.
You only have
You
one
can oppose
weapon.
grapples
Right.
with either athletics or
Would I have
acrobatics, your
advantage
choice.
if it's on the crowd?
So Dexter strength.
That's pulling at you.
Right.
Okay.
Escape artist is really useful.
13.
So I liked it a lot.
Let's see.
Yeah, they streamlined a lot of the skills for this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
but that's
damage.
best. 4.0.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't have
4.0
you
is
roll
bad.
damage the first time.
The thievery skill was
Roll
just
both
not.
of those, so I need to know.
4.0 has its
You had the
uses.
offhand the first time.
Yeah.
This is your.
Do any sneak attack
Such
conditions
as-
apply?
If you want to be able to do a lot of cool things in combat
one,
and don't
yes.
care about ever
First
trying
one,
to do
no.
anything out of combat,
Sure. It's very the game boardy mechanic style.
that's about
That
what I'm
is-
going to defend it with.
Yeah, it was just a bad series, unfortunately. I think 5.0 fixed a lot of the 4.0 issues.
9 total.
Total?
And
Yeah.
4 did well at what it was doing.
I agree. It was
You
just one to
suck
I think it missed a lot of
your sword
the part that
into.
makes the game.
It just
Actually,
wasn't doing
one
the
of
right
the
thing.
tentacles
right.
flies up, and you cut it off
Okay.
when it's flying up at
Yeah.
you, as it seems to be like trying to attack you.
Yeah.
I still missed 3.5. That was my
The
favorite.
tentacle flies
3.5
and hits
was
somebody in the
first
crowd.
Okay.
They're like, oh my
I hit a
God!
little bit of 3
And
out
then drops the tentacle.
It was
Okay,
3.9
what
had a
was
lot
he
of
do?
content.
So-
Not too much, but it was really easy to do whatever
You
you wanted
shook
to
her off
do
and stabbed
because there was so
cut
much
this
content.
thing again.
And I almost never got away with
Alright.
I stabbed the woman. I was going to say,
No.
That was the best part. Was like there was just so many options available.
So here's what's happened. Your goblin friend here has rushed in at this crazy looking mutated manish whatever thing. He has successfully struck it once, which it fell to the ground. A woman came rushing out saying, "Stop, stop, that's my brother." Tried to hold him back. He shrugged her off and cut one of its tentacles off.
Is it ichor or is it blood? Like what is it bleed? Like what's coming out?
Blood.
You fucked me
Not
up with the
ichor,
coin.
blood.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it
Have
red
I ever
or is
seen
it
anything
purple?
like
Red.
this before?
it's red. It's red blood. This
You're
this
cleric,
person's
right?
still clutching at his
Yeah.
throat. He's kind of like
He's not that kind
like
of
he's
cleric.
got like wide
Maybe
eyes,
not.
and like somebody's like, "Oh my God, what happened to Harold?" And like the guy is like, "Yeah, I thought that was." And that's the guards telling you that.
Have I ever
Okay,
seen
so
an
they might-
abomination like this before?
No, no one has. No one in this group has seen anything like this.
Okay. Am I up?
Yep. What do you? He's
I-
good for now.
I definitely think this thing has killed Harold. I think that's what they're flipping out about.
right. He's still treating this as a monster.
My guy's got an intelligence 16, so he's not stupid.
Right.
And he's assessed the situation,
Yeah.
and
And
still,
there's a woman now involved.
yeah, and now there's a woman who may not be good looking, but you know.
Is she good looking? What's your charisma score?
Let's see.
Let's see, let's just do a D10 we can roll to see if she's a 9.
She's
On a scale of 1 to 10.
she's homely, but still, you know.
Like girl next door.
How
style.
high are
Right.
how
She's
high
not.
is Roger
She is
scale?
How
definitely no
drunk is-
Solsta.
how
She is no
drunk is-
Solsta.
How drunk is that? Okay.
Well, you got the
you know
hag
she's
shot in
available.
you.
Yeah,
Everybody
hag
has hag shot in them except
yeah.
for this guy
And you know she's available.
and that
too.
guy. You could
You've
care
seen me.
less.
You
You
think
and
it's
you.
still
are
like,
I don't want. I don't
like,
want whatever.
Huzzah.
Yeah.
So I stride out there. Ahoy, Captain Goblin or Captain Raddix! Stay your blade. not at all what it seems here.
Yeah, my EP Harold.
No. This is Harold.
No, man, I'm listening to everyone. This a monster.
The woman is hugging the monster right now and weeping over it
I'm
because
gonna
it's not the.
I'm gonna wander up and start looting the body.
I know
He's
what
not dead.
my
Start
never
looting the
seen
body.
a monster.
I'm gonna be like kicking the kobold.
19.
Kind of pushing the
Plus-
kobold away.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
19's high.
Pretty well. Yeah,
Okay.
like 20
So
something.
you start sleight of handing
What did I get off of him? Anything cool?
some like fishing hooks, maybe a few gold pieces.
Oh! How much?
Like 3 gold.
Yeah! I'm writing this down. I give one to the goblin.
In the middle of all this commotion.
It's fair.
While the goblin is distracted, I'm going to see if I can find that pouch of money that he got from the man.
Add your 1 gold piece from me.
Oh,
I'll
him?
take the other 2.
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna steal from your
Going to
party?
try to steal from him
Pickpocket.
the money that he rightfully didn't give
Going
me.
swimmingly. It's a group game, guys.
I wouldn't really do so.
If I catch him,
I just feel
will
slight.
try to cut his arm off.
I only feel slighted.
But you were
that
distracted
he
by
didn't
me. Does that
pay
give
me
me
my-
such if he's focusing on me? I don't know how much of a penalty that would give him.
No, he is not distracted by you.
Okay.
He's taken the gold off of you. He's engaged in conversation, but he's
okay.
still like wearing
Anything
his
else cool?
surroundings.
Like a jeweled dagger?
No.
Oh.
No. This dude's just some poor mutated fisherman guy now.
Oh, he has nothing good on him. Does he have a net?
He probably has a net.
I take the net.
Can I like command the crowd? Is there a healer in the crowd?
It's like they're like,
Ask your cleric.
well, they're saying that,
Some cleric here. He doesn't hear about her.
What a perfect time!
Yeah, right.
What a perfect time for
hey,
a
where's that over here guy? Oh,
for a cleric to show up.
off doing some shit. Think he had a pact with some demon a while back. No one comes forth. Everybody's still like scared and timid and not moving a muscle towards this man.
When this was said, how far into the process of attempting to rob the goblin? How far into the process of trying to rob Raddix am I when this was said?
On the tentacle man monster.
Oh, how far is it?
How far into trying to do that?
attention? I don't know.
Like, he's already cut this guy
I'm
twice.
doing it.
No, I'm saying when they call for a cleric, how
Oh.
far into my attempt to rob Raddix?
You're like in the middle of it.
As you're cutting the bag,
Right.
you're
As
crying
I'm,
for a
like, trying
cleric.
to start reaching over, somebody's like, call the cleric! Or call a healer. And no one's doing anything.
You're a healer, right?
They're like,
Could I get a persuasion check for the person calling for a healer?
That was me. I think that was me.
Yeah!
that was you.
Yeah.
Could I get a persuasion check from you then?
Sure.
Probably pretty good.
The persuasion is proficiency bonus plus my charisma bonus.
I theoretically can heal.
Plus 7,
Well,
yeah.
not theoretically. I do have a healing spell.
What class are you, sir? You are a...
Warlock.
Oh,
But I'm...
I mean, you have plasma bolts. That's also pretty good.
I do. I have my Eldritch.
I roll my eyes and stop trying to rob Raddix.
Okay.
And
Do I see
I
him
go
trying to rob
over-
rats? Okay.
There you are, Mr. Clerk. Okay. Here we have something going on. His name is Harold. And he's bleeding from the tentacle. I think
Region.
that is a tentacle. Okay, and he looks like there's something wrong with his neck.
He's
There's many
like,
things wrong
still
with his,
clutching at his
also
neck.
with his.
And you hear like,
do I get the
Oh, he is choking. You can give him the mouth, all right? This is like a healer thing.
I'd like to make a medicine roll to see if I think healing magic would even do anything to help
okay,
him.
roll.
We don't have remove curse yet, do we?
Curse.
Remove curse.
I'll remove curse.
We don't have that yet.
Not yet.
That's
Lucky.
So chances are, the answer's probably no.
12.
Okay. You, in your medicine skills, you think that you can heal this man of the cuts that have been inflicted, the wounds that have been inflicted by Raddix. But you also think that you can see that this man needs some sort of air, and it's much like a fish out of water.
Water, right?
So
Yeah.
Like, do I literally think he needs to be in the
Not
water?
at first level.
Right.
I can't summon anything.
You can see his gills
kind of like
shout water,
level
and he's
two
clutching
now,
it, and
right?
just like
We're level
making
two.
We need to
strange
get him
noises.
to the water. We need to get him to the water. I will touch him and cast a
I
level
thought creating
1
food and
cure
water was a
wounds.
level 1
Do
spell.
a perception check.
I don't have it prepared.
I don't have it prepared.
Well, he might.
I was going to say, do a
You
perception
don't. I don't think
check.
you can get it as a warlock. I'm pretty sure he gets it as a cleric.
I have
Lucky.
I have
Yeah,
Healing
man.
Word and Guiding Blast.
Today I'm
Neither
getting
of
the
those
rolls
are
John.
terribly useful right now.
Healing Word might.
Use the perception.
Yeah.
19.
Okay. As you're like, we need to get him to the water, quick. You see there's like a small fountain that's like over by the...
Okay, I would also like to, while I'm doing that, cast a Cure Wounds onto him.
Yeah, that's fine. How much
Wow.
are you healing him for? He was at -9, or he was at 9.
I think that's going to be an 8.
Okay.
It's 5 plus.
Okay.
No, it's 5.
What was it called?
Or is it plus your spell casting
Okay,
modifier?
I
Should be
Fog Dogs.
modifier.
I'm gonna write down
Yeah,
Fog
so it's going to be
Dogs.
8.
Okay.
I need to remember his name.
So yeah, the
Let's
wounds.
look up the spell.
The wounds you lay on your hands on this guy, or you do your magic, and the wounds seem to close. And you're still calling for people to get him to water.
as I'm a soldier and a mercenary somewhere now, like guards, carry this man to the water so he may breathe at the water.
Roll persuasion.
4 plus 7, 11.
They don't move.
Okay.
They're like, they're like, no, he's diseased. Look at him. No, I'm not going to touch that guy.
I start trying
I'm
to
gonna
drag
catch
him
something.
toward-
You callous.
Start dragging him.
as well as I can with my 8 strength and my 2'11" frame.
All right.
I spit and say cowards. And I go and grab.
I'm assuming that like they're most of the
I'm like
running
still
panicky
trying to
people
drag
are-
him
They've
and
gotten
pick
away.
you up.
They've gotten out of the way.
I'm doing
Everybody's
absolutely
safe. This
nothing.
guy's
Oh,
on
get
the
these
ground.
squiggly bits out of my face.
Your
I got
compatriots
him.
have said
They
that
drag him by the
we need
shoulders.
to help
the
him. He's a
tentacles
man.
are like,
You know.
look at this.
I'll help carry him to the water.
All right. So Silimar runs over to you all and starts helping you. Do you want to carry him yourself, or do you want to like
No, I said I'll help.
grab a leg? Or
When these
something?
two are both carrying him, I kind of slyly stop helping.
All right. So the two of you are carrying him. Okay. So you start carrying him over to this fountain. It's just a small fountain with some running water, and you put him in the fountain there. His sister is hysterical, and she's like, "Oh my God, I hope he's okay. Oh, why would you attack my poor brother? And oh, this is a horrible thing." And when you put him in the water, he goes underwater, and you can see that he lets go, and it seems like he's calming down. Like everything about him is like less, but he's unconscious. It seems, but he's underwater and he's breathing.
Alright, while all the people are busy watching this, I'm going to start robbing the crowd.
Okay. Sears in the pickpocketing. He disappears from all of your view while you're in the midst of
Is it-
helping this.
Daytime or nighttime?
Midday. Beware.
Alright, good deal.
It's okay.
Sorry,
There are
I'm-
guards
okay.
around.
Oh, that's not too bad.
He's in the water. What'd you roll?
15 total,
Okay. Let's see.
which is not great.
It
Freaking
still gives you
disadvantage.
something. You get 1 gold piece out of all that.
Yeah! Worth it.
Anyways, so he's now underwater. He seems to be stable. Crowd starts to disperse. You hear like talking and whispering, like, "Oh my God, did you see that thing? Oh, it's an aberration. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to like burn it or something. It could be bringing disease into this town. We've never seen anything like this." Like that's kind of the gist of what you hear. the sister's still standing there. She's crying. She's like, "What would do this to my poor brother, Harold? I just saw him early in the morning. He was out fishing near the island."
Can I do an Arcana check to see?
Seven.
This is beyond what you know to be magically induced. This isn't like polymorph. This is like something strange. This is like beyond maybe even that to you.
I've
this
seen,
isn't even
but
magic.
It does have magical. Does not have magical.
Has no magical tendency to it.
Really?
I've seen this before. Clearly, he was bitten by one of the merfolk.
But the merfolk are so friendly. They
Most
would never do something like this.
No, most
Well,
of
maybe, but we've never seen anybody come back, even from a merfolk bite.
No,
slash.
No, not those merfolk. The grey merfolk.
I don't know.
You don't see as many of them.
I don't know if there are gray merfolk around here, but maybe.
Skrazz has nets. Catches gray merfolk.
It's like,
Yes, Skrazz.
that's
catches
my
grey
brother's
merfolk.
net. What?
I'm going to comfort
Skrizz.
this.
The kobold. Oh yeah. You don't
Remember
know.
when the mayor said that his brother was taken? We need to go get his brother Skrizz back.
Okay.
I telepathically
Okay.
tell him he thinks I'm a kobold too, just magically
go with it.
disguised. Just,
No, you are a kobold.
he's
You're
weird,
pretending
but
to
he
be
might
something
be
else.
useful.
No, you are a kobold. You're pretending to be something else.
Well, no, I said that telepathically.
Yeah.
Only he could hear.
Okay. I'm confused.
I mean, I'm not even in your sight. You're
Don't worry, it's all Raddix's fault.
shot. You're shot.
Your shot. Or
Eyesight.
I
You're,
guess.
you're shot. Yeah. So where's
I
your bathroom?
shot.
Is it down the hallway?
Yeah, down at the left.
Thank you.
She basically tells
It's
you
the room with the toilet in
that
it.
she saw him
I
earlier in
suppose
the
the room with the
morning
bed.
before he set
You
out,
could use that too.
and he came back like this, and that he usually goes to a fishing spot near the northern coast of Aelmor Island.
Where is his fishing boat?
I don't know. That's the strange thing. He doesn't seem to have brought it back into shore. He dragged himself from the shore. You can see there. She kind of like points over towards like the beach area, and you can see like drag marks from where he like crawled
Tentacle
out of the
boy.
water. Right, right.
Did he say anything to you?
No, I just came upon him as your friend here was attacking my brother. I was surprised to see him in such a state. Why would you do that? Why would you hurt my brother? And she like grabs you. It's like shaking you.
Your brother had some kind of a curse. I was trying to help this town.
He's not a monster,
Have you seen it?
Yeah, he is.
but I know him. He's not a monster. He wasn't trying to hurt anybody. Look,
It's
look
like
at him.
he's a
Is
monster
he?
now.
As we kind of,
Perhaps you're the monster, Goblin.
as we kind of peek over into the fountain, is he still unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is there a large tub of water at your residence that we can maybe put your brother in?
Of course. I'll take. Can you carry him? I'll go and get everything prepared.
How far away does she live?
Just down the street. Not far. She goes.
Mr. What's his name again?
Silimar.
Mr. Silimar, these townspeople, they will chop him up into the sushi if we leave him here.
They might.
Are you doing anything? Are you help carrying him too? No? Alright.
If you guys are helping carrying him, I can't reach.
Right.
I hold up my arms to display my lack of height.
You hold the other tentacles.
Yeah.
You just hold the other tentacles from dragging on the ground.
So human, goblin,
Halfway.
kobold. What are you?
He's
Aasamir.
he's Aasamir, which is basically human. Like
It's like the opposite tiefling, right?
right.
So you're like the half angel.
He has like an invisible halo above his head or something.
Oh, so no like horns like the tieflings have, just
Right.
like a sort of angelic appearance. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. When people look at him, it like goes, ah!
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck was that? And they look back and they're
Meanwhile,
like,
it was me saying
Thank
it
God.
telepathically. I just have like
I
a
can't even
choir
look at this
following
guy.
me.
Yes, at all times.
Right.
It just goes hallelujah.
Yes.
Oh, stop that. There will be no groveling.
Okay, I help.
Carry on.
Roger.
Okay. So the two of you,
I walk along with them.
you all go to this woman's little house. It's a little like farmhouse kind of place, and there's a like small wooden like tub that she's filled with water, and you guys set him down in it. And she starts talking to you some more, and she's like, is there anything you can do for my brother? Have you seen? You guys don't look like you're from here. Have you seen anything like this before?
We have not, good woman.
Not in this region. I don't usually see gray kobold
Frank,
gray
you-
folks around.
You healed him. There's nothing you can do for him. You can't change him back, can you? Please.
This is beyond the blessing Samara has brought upon me.
Maybe Guthber. Maybe he would know.
Baron, you know magic to change peoples.
I can't change people's that way.
You disguise self on him.
I don't understand, but I'm not going to question it, so I just nod.
Maybe Guthber. He's our local healer. He might know.
Ah, we were seeking this Guthber.
Oh.
I was seeking this Guthber.
Yes,
Where is this guy?
just what he said. He was seeking this Guthber.
What time is it? I don't know. Where would he be at this time? It's mid-afternoon. Maybe near the church.
I thought they literally.
Maybe at the church. He usually just classes. I'm surprised he wasn't already in the town.
It's midday still.
Midday.
So-
Well, yeah, it's like 3 in the afternoon now.
So I'm going to go say, we shall go see this Guthber.
Will you bring him here? See if he can do something for my brother.
Do you know
Yes,
his
yes,
brother?
nice lady. Yes,
She's
we will
like-
do this.
You're so kind.
Yes, I'm very
you're a human.
kind.
Do you know of his brother Hellfast?
Hell, you mean Hellas?
Celeste.
Hillfast, where Oro here is going.
Yes.
Yes. Good one. She says she hasn't seen Helest in some time as well, which is not unusual for either of those two. They come and go from the island to that monastery. They're known for, digging into things.
But the classes, are they like a regular thing you teach?
Yeah, he
Okay.
teaches. Well, he's like, think of him like almost like Bible. It's like at the church.
Okay.
Great. He's a cleric. He's a healer. He teaches like maybe like herbalism or something at the local church.
Yoga.
hot yoga
There's a hot yoga
every
class.
day. That's where
Tai
he
Chi.
was. Yeah, he's clearing his mind.
Pilates.
He didn't hear anything. But she like beckons you to seek him out. Maybe he can help.
Maybe.
Okay, so I head off to.
Yes.
I head off to. Who is going with me to the church?
I am already out the door.
I'm gonna find this guy. Finally.
I'm going to the Alcatraz.
That's what I've been trying to do for 3 hours.
How frustrating that must have been earlier, going to these places and not finding them.
No one's ever home in this town.
Let's just
Hey, I mean,
let's
sometimes
go follow
people
the
just aren't
Aasamir
home.
before we lose him again.
Think of all the
These
other
two
RPGs
elderly men are never at their house.
He's in a hurry. Look at him go. Oh,
I can name one very classic one that you had to wait till nightfall to do anything. It's called Castlevania 2: Simon's Quest. There were only people that were available at nighttime.
Not to mention
What a horrible
Skyrim,
night to
right?
have a curse.
Fuck Skyrim.
Not to mention Skyrim.
Yeah.
Or more.
I enjoyed Skyrim.
Yeah, it's
immensely.
fun. Yeah.
Or any of the Elder Scrolls.
I mean, once you have
Right. It is not nighttime. They're not home. They have day jobs, damn it. 9 to 5ers.
Or they're vampires. They don't come
to
out.
5 in Skyrim time.
Suspicion of everything. Alright, so you go to the local monastery, which you just came from the town square.
We were at that girl's, the
House, yeah.
Harold's brother, or
Yeah. Harold.
as soon as everyone
Erwin.
walked
Or-
out,
what's
I
his last name?
stay behind for a minute and
Okay.
give her 100 gold for her
Oh,
hardship.
gotcha. She takes the gold and
Wait, did we all leave first?
I want to
Yeah,
like.
Yes.
I don't tell her how much is in the bag or
Right.
anything.
You just give her a bag.
Yeah, and I just leave.
You notice slight knife
She
marks
looks
when he tried to
disappointed.
steal the bag.
This is like an off-camera
Well, he got a couple bags.
shot. She looks in it and she's never seen this much gold. She's like, oh my god, that cloth is so nice.
My brother should.
And I thought that he was a complete and utter asshole for trying to kill my brother.
It's not every day your brother turns into a fish monster. And you get 100
Right.
gold.
Right.
Suddenly, Baron just has this thought of, Raddix really is an asshole.
Then the fish monster laughs. He's like, I told you we could make money this way.
Womp
No,
womp.
it's like a Scooby-Doo thing.
Yeah.
This is really Cuthbert.
Pulls the mask
damn
out.
kids.
Best trick ever.
I would have gotten
These
away with it too
prosthetic
if it
tentacles
wasn't
are
for
so
those kids
realistic.
and that
Yeah.
darn kobold.
Nice. Alright, so you go to the church. As soon as you arrive at the church, you start asking probably the first guy that you see, which is the priest that's inside, if Cuthbert's there, and he tells you that he just finished his
What's the church look like?
his class. It's pretty small. I mean,
Like Catholic style?
yeah,
or?
like it's old Gothic style. Has one spire, a bell at the top. Inside, there's like a few pews, probably like 10 rows of pews. But it's not Catholic. It's not a Catholic church.
It is a Catholic.
which-
Yes.
Obviously,
in the
not a
style
Catholic
of.
church.
Not, yes,
it's
I'm aware.
Palor. It's a sun
So
god.
Palor.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I hate that. Makes me sick.
Right. No one likes Palor.
Do they have goblets here?
There's one that's sitting up on but it's like middle of the altar.
You
How
can
many
never
people
get
are
it.
here?
Few nuns.
That is a challenge, and I'm drunk.
Oh boy, that's true. Well, let's see. That lasts like
I don't think
how
you
long's
have a
Hag Shot
chance.
last? Oh, I didn't even have you guys.
Gobby! Gobby!
Roll a d4 for me.
Roll a d4.
Or no, sorry. Roll,
One.
Roll a. Sorry, that's not what I wanted you to do.
Roll a sorry. How do you roll that? Sorry.
Roll a Constitution
Blue
save.
die. A Constitution save.
Yeah, d20.
I don't know how to play your Canadian D&D.
Roll a d4 for everything. 4. Okay.
Roll a trumpet.
You are
Pop
compelled to
them
try
out
to
above.
steal.
How many
that
people are
goblet.
here? I'm taking it.
Doesn't matter how many people.
I don't need to feel
You're gonna
compelled. I just
try.
need to feel confident.
All right.
Confidence is all I need.
So,
How many people are actually here, though? Because I need to do it for planning purposes.
Like 3.
3? There's like 4
There's
of us.
2 nuns that are sitting there praying, and then there's the priest that was at the door.
I
And you
think
walked
the
by
nuns-
all of them.
Do you hear it all times or not?
No.
Alright, well, I think really hard and you don't hear me.
Yeah,
I
you
sneak
can't
off.
detect thoughts yet. Yeah, he goes aloof, and you don't even see him while you're talking to the priest, just kind of like,
Ooh!
Ask
Natural 20. I fade into the shadows.
nice. I was gonna say, you can actually add a d4 to that, but you don't need to.
Nope. I'll add a d4 anyways.
20.
4! 4!
Okay, super cool.
24 plus my other. Yeah, that's really good.
So, as you're like talking to this this priest, and he's like, "No, Guthber just left and went that way, and whatever." You're like, do 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 do, and like
I'm in
your
the
head
shadow.
pops up between like the pews, and then you keep slinking under, and like.
Like you look over and you
There's
see
like
my
a
stick bobbing behind
there's like
one
a
of the.
praying nun, and you're like climbing on the pew around her, and, like no one even is like noticing because they have their eyes closed. They're just like, "Oh, Playlord, please stop the abominations and the disappearances happening here in our town." And you get up there and you're just like, and you walk back to your friends, and they're just like, "All right, I guess Guthber's somewhere else," and you move on.
Then the altar starts coming down. Giant
And
rock.
Oh, the rock's
and
coming!
it kills the priest.
Yes.
You didn't think it was gonna happen. Who moved that cup? Ah!
Alright, I'm gonna add Blessed Magical Shiny Cup to my inventory.
There you go. Cup of
Oh, it's a Blessed Magical Shiny.
I'll see what happens. Alright.
Definitely magical.
Now you go. You already know where Guthber lives. You've been there. You knocked on his door. He wasn't there earlier.
Right.
They tell you that he's probably gone back to his home now.
He usually takes the other way home, actually. You walk
It
past
was,
him.
it was the mid-afternoon. He's got shit to do. He wasn't going to be his home.
Pretty cool.
He's
I
60
do like
years
that a
old.
lot.
What do they do in the daytime? They
look
usually
like
go to
me.
Starbucks and start fucking reading a book for 9 hours. You're lucky he's even home now at 3 in the afternoon.
He's gonna take his nap.
Oh yeah, it is afternoon. I was gonna say, shouldn't they be at McDonald's
Dude,
drinking coffee and not eating anything?
I know, because I go to Starbucks and there's the same old man sitting there reading until closing time, which is 10 o'clock.
Wow.
So you're lucky he's home now at 3 in the afternoon. He should be at Star Schmucks.
Or Eden Park.
Kobold Smucks.
Eaton Park is always real bad, too.
Yeah. Anyways.
He's lived to 60.
Plus, there are old people there.
Yes.
Alright, go to his house.
Alright.
You're the abridged version of it, is what I want. Island! Monastery! Disappearance! Disease! Go!
He's actually still sleeping, so he doesn't wake up when you knock at the door.
You guys keep
actually
knocking
over
and knocking.
I Eldritch Blast.
You blow the door open, you break in.
Oh, hey, you're answering my
I heard he went to
question!
his brother's house
Yeah.
for the late afternoon.
Surprise, surprise, I have tea every day.
Maybe they're not important. Let's just go to the island.
Where is he?
Alright, so you knock on the door.
I steal the goblin's
So
sword
you walk
and I go
up.
to the island.
And you see a humble stone and timber house that sits on the edge of town, which you've already seen. Smoke now rises from the crooked chimney, which wasn't there before, meaning that probably somebody is home now. On the wooden door... What?
No, never mind.
Or there's a fire. We need to go inside.
Or the whole place is on
Yes.
fire. Maybe you don't know.
Let's break in, just in case.
Your
Alright?
characters perceive
Does
that
anyone have intelligence lower than 10?
you...
No, wait, I'm a high intelligence, low wisdom.
Yeah, you're wisdom.
I'm bright, but not at all wise,
Yeah.
which is why I've been doing all
I
of
have
this.
a 10.
I'm brilliant, but also very unwise.
Anyhow,
Very
on the
foolish.
wooden door, a worn golden sun emblem glistens faintly in the sun. Guthber Tumud, after you knock, is there, and he looks surprised by your visit, and he welcomes you inside with a friendly gesture. I think that he kind of looks at you like, who the fuck are you guys? Like, fucking kobolds and goblins, and so he's like, oh, well, I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. How may I help you? Come, please, come inside. Come inside.
It's Harold, actually. Harold has fallen
Whoa,
under some
whoa,
sort of
whoa,
curse.
whoa,
My brother?
We'll get to Harold.
Or not.
He's got a hit list to do first,
We'll
alright?
get to Harold.
What's happened to Harold?
He's gotten some
He's
sort of
fine.
a curse. I think it came from a grey merfolk.
He's getting better.
Oh, he's not quite dead yet.
I brought a net! Skrazz brought a net to catch Grey Merfolk! I think I'll go for a walk.
So let me describe his appearance. So he's an old elderly man, of course. That's like I said, he's like 60.
We've definitely covered it. He's old.
He has
Yes.
he has a long gray mane of hair and silvery eyes. He has a striking appearance that was probably handsome in his younger years, but now part of his face kind of droops oddly to the right. And he has long green robes that are frayed and faded.
Wait a second. Is he a palette-swapped Gandalf after he had a mini-stroke?
Basically, yes.
Oh no. Hey guys, what can I do for you?
All shall pass.
I ran into that damn I should voice him like a freaking southern gentleman.
This is my chance to be a hero.
Like a
We can be a hero.
Motherfucker. What you need?
Where bees gray merfolk? Skrazz catches with net.
Grey merfolk? I haven't been grey merfolk in this area for years. Oh, I am going southern. Ah, fuck it. He's southern. I haven't been grey merfolk in these places and ages.
Just my fine sir. I will tell you these stories.
Come in. And
We're wrecking his storyline over there.
He brings you guys in.
Deliberately.
Ruined Todd's
to his
fun is
house.
the best fun.
And
you ask him on book one?
he asks you to take a seat
No
near his
one knows anything about it. This
near
is
his
a
hearth.
lie.
He asks you to take a seat. And you were the first person to knock.
When he asks us to take a seat,
Take a seat.
does the kobold actually try to take
Maybe.
a seat?
Does the kobold take a seat and try to shove it in his pocket?
I was thinking take a seat, but it's a big seat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out what he looks like so I can call him something. Do you have a visible halo? How does that work?
No.
So, like,
literally,
Think
like
of him as like the Aryan race incarnate.
Yeah, but they like looked kind of elfy. They had like these
Right.
like wispy features and everything.
He does, but he doesn't have
Like
the
a
ears.
perfect human being.
Yes. Think of
Ew.
Like Greek perfect human
Right.
being.
I look like this.
there you go.
Okay, so you still kind of got like the elven features. I'm just trying to
Right.
figure if I call you elfy or
Yeah,
human.
more
Yeah, maybe you probably would.
Elfy.
like
Would
a
I say
human with
something
some
like
But
that?
then, like
sharper elven features.
ears, you probably.
I don't know.
I'm a
I'm
green
not
face
that really
half-elf.
observant.
So he greets you. Yes,
I
you guys
probably
take
don't.
a seat,
I sit on the floor.
and he speaks directly with you because you're the guy that like probably was making the most. Like, I've been looking for you.
Wait, are they drinking or eating something, or are they just sitting in?
He brings around some tea.
After
You guys are, like, around the
my
fire.
goblet so you can fill it.
He pours your own
What kind of tea is it?
oolong,
What kind of oolong?
like cherry blossom green tea or something.
But that's not an oolong.
I know it's
So
not.
is it-
I'm the tea master. I'm the game master. You're not the tea master. I'm
I'm
the
trying
game
to
master.
imagine. Is it like actual tea or is it an herbal?
It's an herbal.
What kind of an herbal?
Dog spells cup.
Fucking oolong. Herbal. Pineapple.
It's
Kill the goblin tea
my tea.
monster.
it's lavender chamomile tea. It's
I don't
very
drink
floral.
oolong. I should have just said it was a fucking black tea and it was chai. Easy enough.
Trying to like immerse myself. in
Okay.
it.
It's black
That was
chai
immersion
tea.
breaking for you.
I
There
know
we
it
go.
was. It really was.
Are you a big tea
It smells
fan?
of chamomile and cinnamon. It's amazing. You'll have
Chai
some.
doesn't smell of chamomile at
Or
all.
no, you're right. Fuck. It's
Cardamom.
cinnamon. Yeah, that's it. Cardamom.
Yes.
He is
Anyways.
Look, it's some sort of special fantasy medieval
Yawn.
tea.
It's a green tea with
I brought a bunch of
mandarin.
tea back from
Black, goddammit.
Tokyo.
Fucking black tea.
Yeah, he definitely
Anyways.
is.
Does he serving it with like sugar cubes or anything?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Are there-
Whatever
It's how
say,
you would
Derek.
serve it,
Right.
alright?
To his desire, that's how
How
the tea
large
is
is
served.
it?
Is there a tin of like? Is there a tin?
Overly bigger than your head.
Is there?
It's like you're at the fucking
Okay.
Alice in Wonderland
Okay.
teacups.
Is there a tin
something from
that could
Narnia
hold
that can't eat
either
something
cookies
surprise?
or sewing supplies?
I
on the table?
haven't actually read the books and I've only seen the first
There's
movie.
none of that.
Is it a pot of never ending?
I tap your
No.
ankle
It
and I
ends.
hold up my cup so you can
It
fill
ends after your one
Very
giant fucking
familiar.
thing.
Where did you get that? That's a very nice cup.
Skrazz is
If this
cup.
conversation
Okay, yes,
continues,
whatever.
I believe
Yeah,
Nick
sorry,
would
you
like to
put
make
tea
a
in
check
this.
to slap Derek in the
Okay.
back of the head.
I'm gonna just give you an auto slap.
Hey, he filled my cup. He filled my cup, so I'm sitting under the
Sweet.
table sipping my tea.
Okay.
This
So you guys are all hanging out
Yes.
in this old man's house.
I've lost the patience to roleplay this. So
It's all right, I got
Island,
it. Hold on.
monastery,
All right.
disappearance.
Alright. So
Lost control of this.
Alright,
encounter.
fine. Well, we will do this because it probably will get out of hand.
Yeah, it's like,
Just
they're
to
not
streamline it.
because I'm the one
I
who
know.
wants to find out information. They're
And
not
I
going to
feel
let it
like
happen.
I listened over Todd's trying to do this for particular reasons. Alright, so in the course of this conversation, he talks about how his brother Helest, he hasn't seen him in a while either. They're not really close anymore. They came to Sestone
It's in the word.
in search of originally the monastery and the lore and the knowledge that they could gain. Over the years, throughout adventures down into that monastery and everything, it kind of grew apart, went their separate ways. He believes that his brother, he kind of says that his brother may have something to do with things as he frequents that island more often. Kind of gives you like a hint about like, I don't know, that his brother's like obsession with this hand of Narkul, which is Narkul. It's
Hands be good to nums on.
right. So he gives you a little bit of backstory information about this place. So he says 300 years ago, the monastery was run by a man named Otwick Anthmodius. And he was the leader of the monastery.
Otwick Asmodeus.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, sorry. I said that wrong. There's no IUS. Anthomodus.
Oh, Anthomodus.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Sorry, I said that way wrong. Yeah.
Antho.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not. It's definitely not a demon.
Spoiler alert!
No.
And everyone just
not
referred to the monastery
Osmodius.
as M.
It's not Osmodius or M or
It's like an
Mephistopheles.
Does he have robes on? Is he wearing robes?
Wearing green robes.
Green robes.
Do they bellow?
Tattered.
Do they billow a little bit?
Probably. He's an old man.
Can I check his robes to see if he has tentacles too?
Okay.
After the Aasamir is done with his quest
you look
conversation.
under his robes and see one giant tentacle.
But only one?
Just one. 2 balls attached
Okay.
to it.
Alright, I'm good. I whispers up, not monster.
I could tell.
He informs you, that the monastery back in its prime, it had scholars and pilgrims
Demons
that found refuge there. It was renowned until
Base.
Otwick came across mention of this hand of Narkul, a severed limb from a semi-mythical entity from a far realm, not of these realms or the arcane realms. And the lore that he's read about and delved into said that Otwick delved deeper into the story and continued to look for this severed hand. After years of searching, Otwick finally unearthed the hand of Narkul and returned to the monastery. The artifact took a hold of him, a once good man, and turned him into something alien and dreadful. A monstrous thrall that obeyed only the commands of Narkul the Great Collector. Let's see. He said that the last thing that happened in this monastery 300 years ago is that the elders there called upon a band of adventurers, like yourselves, to help defeat their possessed leader. And in the desperate battle that waged, it seemed to end the terrors that had kind of beseeched that monastery. He said that him and his brother have been searching the lore of the library and did come across some of that lore about this hand of Narkul, and that he believes his brother's been trying to unearth it again. But they're kind of just out of touch. And
So the Narkul the Collector was, the Otwick guy, was he defeated them and the hand
Yes.
lost? Okay.
yes, he was. They sent the adventurers over, and the evil stopped.
Gotcha.
The adventurers did not return, though.
Does he know anything about the pirates? The piracy?
Oh, the pirates. He tells you that he's heard of monstrous beings being pirates, and that they possibly live on the. They probably reside on the western side of the island versus any of the other parts, because he's been back to the monastery too, and he hasn't run into them.
Can you describe their monstrous appearance?
Dog-faced people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Takes him under the
No
table right
tentacle?
No, he. Do you guys talk to him about
goat
Harold?
skull with candles?
So this place in the monastery, is there like the skull with the candle on it, and the circle with the star thingy in the ground, and goats? They always like goats.
He says, "I've seen some of these things there before. There are still pilgrims that come there far and wide. It does get the occasional, necromancer or somebody that's searching for something dark.
Okay.
The temple itself has a lot of lore around many subjects.
So that's a thing. Okay.
Okay.
That's not so good.
I tell him about Harold and
Okay.
what has happened to Harold.
Oh my God, that's awful. Where is he okay?
He's laying in a wooden tub in his house.
Being a fish monster with the tentacles.
That's awful.
You should probably go there.
I will seek
You
attention to their.
You have never heard of anybody coming down with that sort of condition?
No, I've not seen this sort of thing. That's beyond my recollection of anything that I've read in the lore. Maybe it has to do with this Hand of Narkul. Maybe my brother is up to something. He does give you a map of the island as well, since you basically tell him that you're going to investigate it. He draws you out a rudimentary map of the island.
Cove. Let's go into the cove. Look at that little pirate cove. That's built for pirate ships.
I wonder if it was a bit of a stretch, but I went
I'm
for
gonna
it.
give you credit.
Fortune favors the bold.
X's are coves. No, what are X's?
I don't think he's aware that that's like your catchphrase, or he might be aware by now.
I am not.
It's Derek's fault.
There's a lot of mountains. And there's mountains in the water.
Oh, that's neat.
Otherwise known as
Kinda like
islands.
Kind of
Are
like
they
Greece.
volcanoes?
Yeah.
It's like Cannon and Beach.
Are you going to sacrifice virgins into the volcanoes?
You need a lot of for that. I feel like this guy was kind of challenged to find.
There are usually no virgins.
We're
around.
traveling with him. There's no virgins
There's
around.
no virgins around me.
If they were,
I don't know. I might
They won't be
I might
prepared.
be a
Currently
virgin.
no virgins.
I might be a virgin. So might the goblin. You don't know. I'm a kobold. How many male kobolds have I seen lately? I don't know.
You might be a female.
I'm male.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't know how many females I've actually
Well,
seen.
I don't know if we get into the discussions of kobolds. Goblins procreate.
They made the normal white eggs, I believe. Eggborn.
well, I can
Not
take
live
care.
Like fish.
I care of any
She
gnomes
lays
that we
the
run
eggs,
across.
then you fertilize them.
What's that?
I can take care of any gnomes we come across.
Good.
I like impersonating gnomes.
Derek's very quiet on the goblin reproduction.
Yes, he's not contributing.
If I roll too many dice, they'll shut up.
He has not rolled that many yet, though. He's working his way there.
One day they'll shut your
One day
faces.
I'll roll.
Okay. This is the rudimentary app. It's an app. You can download it on your.
Wait,
D&D
which boat are
phone.
we taking? Are we taking the bathtub?
So I put Aelmor.
We'll probably take the Asshole Goblin's boat.
The bathtub.
Sestone is
SS
this
Bathtub
way.
McGee.
It's a good vessel.
I really hope you in character start calling his boat that. That would be beautiful.
Alright. Bathtub?
So
Do I know what a bathtub is?
so you
Possibly.
leave
Watering.
You heard the
Manor
word.
around as
I
well.
call it the bathtub.
And he starts heading towards Harold's home.
Who's the actual driver of the boat? I recognize that it's not called a driver, but I'm a kobold, so it's a driver.
That'd be the
You actually
goblin.
drive the boat?
That'd be
Yeah.
the goblin. of it.
All times? Who's your, relief pilot?
It's a small boat. You don't need that many hands on
Yeah.
board.
Like, overnight?
It's like a really.
How far are we sailing here?
Oh,
Like, I imagine we need shifts of some
Oh,
kind.
I think he means a somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
whatever you need.
And we need, a lookout of some kind. Do you have a crow's nest?
yes.
Yep. That's me.
Oh, put the
Oh,
elf
that
on.
has been me.
Elf on lookout's a good idea.
And since I'm an Aasamir, I have a light cantrip, so that kind of helps.
So you're like a target, is what you're saying. Yes. You make us a target.
Usually I take a nap
Got a
down below.
headlight.
All the night in the
Is
ocean.
that-
Usually I take a nap down below.
Gang gets yelled at when he comes back up.
Yeah, our party, not many people in our party like each other. I just realized. There's a lot of unrest.
I don't dislike anybody.
Well, sure you do.
That's true.
These two do not
I
like
have not
each
formed
other
any
at
dislikes.
That happened very quickly. That wasn't pre-planned. It just
To
happened.
be fair, I'm pretty sure his people eat your people.
My bad. I didn't see those dice on there.
I'm pretty sure in most lores, goblins eat and raid halfling cities, goblins and gnomes. Or halflings and gnomes.
Yeah, he had it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Moving this.
I did conclude that I have a subconscious bias against goblins.
But not kobolds.
Apparently not.
I mean, I'm pretty worthless, so maybe not. Maybe you view me as beneath.
Alright, so
I probably just never ran into them.
this is the rudimentary map that Guthber gave you guys.
That's a shitty drawn map.
It is, because he drew it from memory, from another map that he was looking at on the board.
And he didn't have Incarnate installed.
So, when you see this map, you know this is where the monastery is. He kind of like describes, the terrain a little bit. He said there's like a beach.
How far is the journey?
10 miles.
Of water?
Water.
We do it in a day? Or is it like a multi-day thing?
Oh, yeah, you could do that in a day. Easy. You have a sailboat. It's not a rowboat.
Oh. Okay.
Said that... Are you missing one?
Yeah, I'll look.
Oh, that's everything.
You got it.
So, Raddix probably...
He says that the monastery sits up on top of the island's, foremost part, surrounded by cliffs and mountainous terrain. He says that there's a calm beach on the south end of the island. There's also a little bit of a port there. It's not inhabited; it's just some docks that were left over from a while. And then he says that up here is it's kind of like a place he tells you shouldn't go because it's higher up in the elevation and the winds get rough and the seas kind of get rough up there.
Dragons?
No. No dragons have been seen on those islands for decades.
Boring island.
Maybe a sea dragon. Dagron. Dragon.
And so we've got some rocks.
Not big enough
Chickens.
for Murdragon.
Watch out for them chickens of the sea.
That's the rocks.
They'll
in the
get
Might
water.
not be big enough for Murdragon.
Are there any gray merfolk over there?
No.
We catches them.
He tells you that he's never, ever, ever seen a gray merfolk.
Are they a real
Ever.
race or did you make it up? I've never heard of
Totally
a
made it up.
I don't know.
Totally made up.
I've
really
never
thought
heard
that
of
you
them,
were
so
like,
no.
I'm gonna find one and catch one.
It may accidentally be a thing.
Yeah.
So let's accompany.
Both in and out of character. I just made that up on the spot.
So we should accompany him to Harold's house, I think,
Okay.
to see what's going on with the squid curse.
Alright. How long do you want to stay at
Nighttime.
the place, or do you
Nighttime.
want... Okay. So you guys accompany him to Harold's, and he
I do.
talks to Erwin, and they sit there for some time, and you guys are just kind of side room, observing. You're not distressing the situation, and then just kind of overhearing. And he's looking over him, and you can see him. He's just kind of shaking his head, grimacing. And you see him, and he's I have to talk to you, Erwin. And they go to another room, and then a few minutes later, you can hear her crying. She's not married. And he comes out, and he closes the door, and he's he's too far gone. This is beyond me, but in my medical profession, I can tell you he's not going to live more than another day.
He's gonna die or turn into a big squid?
He's going to die.
Okay. Bless you.
What could possibly have done this to him?
Squids be good eating?
I don't know. This is beyond me. I've studied magics and everything in that monastery, and I don't even know what this is.
Shall we ease his suffering?
It might do him well. How do you
Got some
propose?
oranges.
Give some oranges. He's gonna die of scurvy, quick! Give him some oranges.
Squids be
I've never
good
seen scurvy this bad.
Squids be good eating.
No, Mr. Kobold, you don't want to eat that. That is not okay.
Okay.
You know, maybe can Harold even talk, or is he just all squidified?
He's still... I mean, no one's tried to wake him up.
Perhaps we should get more information out of him before he dies, says Tim the player and not the character.
You can always ask Guthbert
Cuthbert.
Yeah, he's there.
if you could wake him up. Harold, to ask him
Oh,
what happened.
If he's gonna die
He
anyways.
pulls out from like his pouch this little vial. It's got like looks like grains of something in it, probably smelling salt.
He's like,
And he like holds it over. He pulls the fishman set out and he like waves this around. His eyes open up. Oh my god!
what happened to you, Harold?
Who are you? And he like sinks in just enough where the water is like at his throat. Who are you?
That was excellent.
That was really good.
Yeah. Now he's got the accent down. He's
I got
all
drunk
aquatic
enough.
people.
Woo.
No, he
Yeah.
just has to pretend he's underwater.
Yeah, excellent.
Harold, how did you get away from those gray merfolk?
I can't now. I can't do it.
Oh, we
Shit,
made him
I lost it.
self-conscious. We made him
We did.
self-conscious.
Now I can go into like goblin voice or something. I don't know what happened. See now I sound like fucking Gollum.
I'm thinking you sound like something out of Homestar Runner. I'm not quite sure what, but you definitely sound like something.
Sounds like he's like one of
Assistant
SpongeBob's
himself.
friends or something.
Does the healer put his shiny salts back in his bag?
He does. He wakes up and he's like, I don't know what happened. I was fishing near the monastery, towards the northern side. I tried a new fishing spot up near there. I don't know.
Did something bite you?
No, I can't remember everything. It's so hard to remember.
Where did you leave your boat?
I had to dump it into this. I jumped into the sea and swam. That's all I remember now. But I had, oh God, and he like looks down and he sees like the extra appendages and he starts freaking out again. He's like, oh my God, oh, what happened to me? Oh God.
You may have guessed correctly with the Grey Merfolk. I mean, this sounds very, very plausible right now.
He starts freaking out.
So was there a storm, or is Bo's boat just floating out there somewhere right now?
Probably not getting anything else out of it.
He's like freaking out. He's like, oh.
Can I steal the healing pouch?
Okay, Mr.
From
Guthbert.
Cuthbert? Yep.
Okay, Mr. Guthbert.
Does he look-
Let's put him to sleep
You know-
again.
Well, he does look distracted because he's trying to calm this man. You could try.
There must have been something.
Fail. Double ones.
No. I got a 6 plus my bonus. 11.
You start like trying to tug on it, which usually would work. Cuthbert doesn't notice. He kind of like shakes something like, "Oh, I got caught on a chair." And then he's like, he like moves the pouch to like the front of him just because he feels like it got caught on something. And he's like, "Calm yourself, man. Calm yourself." And he like pulls another potion out and shoves it in the guy's
I
mouth.
think he noticed.
And and instantaneously, once the liquid hits this man, he's like,
It killed him.
no, it didn't kill him. He's just like,
Oh, like it's a non-engaging.
gets the like, yeah, whoa, dude, and he says, I saw something. It was in a cave, I think. I don't know. I was fishing, and then there was a flash. And he's just like talking, fucking high as a goddamn kite. things, dude, man.
Is there a cave on the map?
I mean, have you ever looked at your tentacle? I mean, just looked at it.
One time, Skrizz be in cave, dancing around fire, and Skrizz falls in fire. That happened to you?
No, dude.
Is he turning into a Zoidberg?
No, that's Guthbert. Hey guys, I think I cured him. He doesn't need.
Why not
these
Zorber?
Why not Zoidberg? So the dude's pretty much like out of it now, and he can't think straight. But what you gathered is that he was fishing near the monastery to the northeastern side when something happened to him. But there's Guthber's like, you know, that there's just cliff edges there, and
Apparently a cave.
you know, maybe it's the monastery, maybe there's something.
Sea dragons.
Maybe merfolk. Maybe gray merfolk.
We goes and catches gray merfolk.
Jeez.
Maybe-
We have to
maybe-
stat out some gray merfolk.
Maybe Imagine Dragon there.
I bet you're the best at catching them.
Hmm?
I bet you're the best at catching gray merfolk.
I'm the best.
I remember.
Guthber says we should probably let him rest. He doesn't have much time left, and I'm sure that the medicine that I gave him is also not going to work well with his new system.
Okay.
You were saying,
I advise. Well,
yeah. What were
I
you
was saying
advising?
first. I was saying it
Was he
had to do
killed?
something terrible to get a fisherman to abandon his boat.
The friendliest you ever been.
Got transformed, and maybe he fell in the water. Maybe he tried to row it back.
And I'm gonna pay my condolences to his sister, but
Okay.
advise that she burn the body when he passes.
Okay. She agrees to that.
We get
She-
no useful information out of this whole thing.
Nope.
There's a cave on the other side of the island.
There's lots of information.
A cave where he caught a disease.
There's
There's
a,
a
there was
lot
a
hand
of
does not
flash.
go there.
Hand of Narcol.
There's a
Yeah,
flash.
there's a lot of
There's a
information.
Yeah, we found that
flash.
up from this old dude, didn't we?
You can probably go.
Some
You can probably go catch some
disappearances.
gray merfolk.
You definitely know that there's pirates on the island.
Yeah, but
Your brother's missing.
They might have
if,
shiny.
He's on the
no,
island
if we
somewhere.
wait,
Are they
Skrizz gets hand,
vampires?
No.
and Skrazz wants
I will
hand.
say, non-metagaming aside, they're not vampires.
We gotta be faster.
I have to be
than
better.
Skrizz.
So
Pirate
no
ghosts.
catchings,
They're not
distractions.
They're not
We goes
ghost
and gets
pirates.
hand, and
They're
we
not vampires.
uses it.
I bet
Were
Skrizz found some
pirates.
shinies too.
As long as he no gets hand.
They're now gray merfolk pirates.
I tug on
What
his
time
robe.
is it approximately?
Now, after all of that, it's dusk.
So we've
'Cause
been.
this is winter time, so it gets
I tug on
dusk
his robe and
pretty
ask him
early.
what the hand does.
Oh, the Hand of Narcool?
Yeah, what hand does?
Grants great power according to the lore that I've read, but it also has a price. It seems to be taken from another being that's not of this world, and that being can still control the minds of those who wield this hand.
What kind of powers? Like pig riding powers?
Great powers, ones that I don't even know of. But it says in the lore that it's of great power, and apparently 300 years ago it was so much so that they needed to send some people in to dispatch of him, of the person who wielded this hand.
Riding sea dragon powers.
Maybe.
So hand from another plane, severed limb from another plane.
The Infinity Gauntlet, basically. We're looking for the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, now we got.
Oh Lord,
all the
you got like 10 episodes.
Yeah.
You got 10 movies worth of shit.
Yeah.
Where do you find that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna stand up. I have to put my other books away.
It's just locked up in Odin's vault.
Right. Who knew? All I do is go to
And in the eye of...
Asgard.
Yep. And just ask real nice.
And just be like, hey, do you have that like thing that everybody wants in this galaxy? Maybe somebody evil is
Can
gonna
we
like
have it?
take it, and you really think it's safe here? Yeah, you guys are badasses, but You got Loki. And he's like second in command. Come on.
I'm looking forward to the next Thor movie with like the Hulk and Doctor
I'm
Strange.
interested to see what they do with it. I didn't like the last Thor, the Dark
World was iffy.
That was so bad.
But they have the Hulk and
Right.
Doctor Strange
Right.
in this one, so
Right.
it's got to be better.
Maybe.
Well, see, now that I know that from the cutscene at the end of Doctor
That
Strange,
was so good.
I'm wondering how Hulk is going to even fit in, because it looks like they're going to be like going on
I
like
have no idea.
It's gonna be
weird for sure.
It's gonna be like a Coliseum event where Thor has to fight Hulk at the end.
I
To
get,
win.
but like
Planet Hulk.
Oh.
They're
But,
going
like, what does
Planet
Doctor
Hulk
Strange
and
do this
Thor
whole time?
in the
Doctor
same-
Strange has to do something.
I don't know what the hell they had
but,
him
like
doing.
Odin's supposedly in New York somewhere.
Right.
Like, they're gonna like
That didn't make
trying
any
to
sense
find
to me.
him. That's why I'm like, so they're gonna do that, try to find
And then
Odin, but
Loki's in
somehow it
charge
goes to
as Odin.
Planet Hulk.
I'm sure they'll explain it. They've
I'm
always
sure.
done a fairly good job.
All of the Thor movies they've been the weaker ones of the series.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's hard to really personify someone who's basically just a Viking god of thunder. Like, there's not a lot of depth to that.
So,
How much more depth do you need? You've got a Viking god of thunder.
I mean, it's like there's no real depth or evolution you can really get to. Like,
I'll give you that.
Tony, you can kind of give him like the PTSD thing, and like you can kind of do like insecurities. You can kind of do like his dick bag. Like, there's different aspects of the character. Thor's just kind of a big dude with a hammer and lightning. Like, he never really changes that much.
right.
You're not wrong.
Which
They
is shame.
try to give him like the relationship with his brother conflicts, and they try.
But again, it's kind of shallow too. Like, Loki's just kind of the bad, sly one.
True. But Thor keeps like kind of trusting him.
I am kind of all for Vikings and lightning. So Thor is very relevant to my interests.
You totally should have been a Tempest player.
Yeah.
I was trying to run one in another game, it's just that game didn't happen because the person started running it and she wasn't really good at DMing. And she was planning a wedding.
That is the worst experience when the DM is bad.
So Cuthbert's pretty much done
Like
with
she was
this.
running the starter adventure
Yeah.
out of the DM guy.
I would move that
reading
as we
from it.
were
So-
sailing all night.
Right.
We
Well, he offers his condolences. She accepts that. She's okay. And she thanks him. Cuthbert, goes about his business. Says that he'll check in on him. Maybe there'll be something. He'll go and research it in his house and see if there's anything else he can do. Unless you had your euthanization option, if you wanted to, he was pretty much okay with it. I don't know what you want to do.
Was
Mercy
Harold
killing.
okay with that?
He wouldn't know because he's drugged out.
Okay. Is his sister okay? I'm just not gonna straight up kill the guy because
roll persuasion. I'll make you roll for once this whole
Well, I mean-
game. Sorry.
funeral
Oh, no, I
Yeah.
rolled something.
I know.
It's an easy in for you.
I'm
all
trying
right?
not to
easy in.
I'm trying to not scream over everybody.
Here's something that's not that table.
Actually, you've rolled 9 ones on that table.
That is true. He has rolled a lot of ones on there.
And this is more, it's up to the sisters.
To be fair, I also rolled a 1 on the floor.
This is more or less the sisters.
Yeah, it's really just you as a person. You just get a lot of crit
9
failures.
Plus my charisma is a 3,
I'm
so
taking
12.
the role of John for the day.
Who's John?
Yeah.
A friend of ours who rolls terribly.
She's okay with that. She looks at you and she's like, she's like, yes.
He was our paladin. Couldn't get
Cuthbert
anything.
told me that he's not going to last long, and
Or you
I don't
could
want
bring
him in
him.
pain anymore.
What
I
do
would
you even think of that?
kindly agree to
Yes.
to a painless death.
Or
What does the kobold come up with?
we brings him with us, uses him as bait
Oh,
for Grey
Jesus.
merfolks.
Oh, Jesus.
Then we catches Grey merfolks
You
and
have to
shoots him with arrows, and then we comes back with
No,
Grey merfolks.
This sounds like
no,
a
no,
great
no.
plan.
Thank you.
no, that doesn't work. They already got him, so they're not going to want to get him again. Kramer folks don't want to get the ones they got. They want to get the ones they got to get.
So, idea. We brings her, and we dangles her as bait, and then gets the Grey merfolks.
I'm going to say you're having this conversation outside.
Probably not. I would be saying it in front of her.
Oh, God.
I'm responding telepathically.
Right.
No. Too many people for boat.
And what's the goblin doing there?
Playing on his phone. I don't know what he's doing.
Too many people for boat.
He gave her money, so at least he's
Yeah.
not trying to get money back off
Right.
of her.
How does the goblin feel? You've been silent.
Right.
Yeah,
you
it's,
have been.
it's just an awkward situation.
He doesn't even know what to do.
I don't.
Does the goblin believe in euthanasia?
He's the one that tried to kill him originally. So.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
I
like,
thought.
oh yeah, I can take care of this.
Well, if no one has
Right.
any objections, I will let the sister say her final goodbyes. And
Okay.
Skrazz gets no credits for good ideas.
All right. How you dispatching?
Skrazz, if boat were better, we could
I'll
take.
pull out one of my daggers, say a little,
Boat bad. If we take, we might
little
sink.
prayer, and then kind of just like
Steals
go
boats.
back. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you basically
Use Gobby as bait to
basically
super.
Trying to get quick and clean.
quick, clean
Put
cut.
rock lava on big boat.
His eyes do open, but they slowly slink back, and you know that he is on some sort of medicine that it was probably just the shock of pressure instead of pain. Because his eyes are just kind of like, and just drift away into nothingness. But his eyes are still open. What do you want to do with the body? He did.
He's dead.
He did.
Well, try to build a kind of a bonfire.
Darth Vader it.
Darth Vader.
pyre.
Exactly. A pyre.
But he's like a squid. Maybe it would be better to like.
He's
Could you
humanoid.
just like push him into the water or something?
Well, we don't know exactly.
He comes back!
We don't know
That's
exactly
not
what
bad.
did this to him, so I'm just thinking
It's
burn
Resident
the
Evil
body.
style.
Yeah,
Comes
yeah.
back as a bigger monster, mutated. As
He
a
actually
as
becomes
evil.
the Kraken. Oh, that was a bad decision, guys.
It's like, you didn't know that because slitting of throats meant nothing. They had a whole new system.
You just allowed him to heal.
Alright, so in the nighttime, you go back to the back of the house. You don't see Erwin. Guthber returns and to his household, and he says, "Well, it was good enough. I don't think there was much else I could do for him. You guys are you're very good people. I hope that you find what you're looking for." He walks away. You go to the back, you set this bonfire. No one else in the town really is like watching. Maybe a few people probably like pass by and you hear whispering like, "I'm glad that aberration's gone. Like, that could have brought so much fucking chaos.
Smells like calamari.
It smells so good. I need some sushi now. I want to go down to the fish market. Where's the marinara? Right. So, what do you guys want to head out in the nighttime? Do you want to stay at the inn? Head out in the morning?
I want to go crash at the end.
I will also vote for the end.
What says the pirate?
What says the pirate?
Since none of us can drive a boat.
What are we trying to do?
It is nighttime. You have the map to the island. Do you want to travel?
I'll try and answer
night,
like the pirate does, you
or do
see.
you want to wait
He's
till
got
morning?
this free stuff at the end, you see.
You have a free ticket.
I don't know. That sounded too much like words.
Yeah.
That's true.
Water. You stab me, the pirate.
Captain Ahab.
I'd probably sail at night.
Of course you would choose that option.
Goblins, they don't reply much.
Captain Raddix, let us take advantage of the fine accommodations that you secured
I have
for
dark
us.
vision.
I also have
You
dark
have
vision.
light.
And you have sunlight
You have light.
sensitivity.
Yes, I would vote to be leaving now, but I'm
Right.
asking you because I don't know give votes.
Right.
I would be the lookout.
At this point, you guys have not slept in over 24 hours, except for you.
I actually almost haven't. I've been up since 5:30. I've been up since 5:30.
No, you guys didn't sleep when you
No,
came to port.
out of
person.
character.
That doesn't count.
I'm saying, I know what it feels like.
Oh, well, yeah, you'd be ready to go.
The problem is your pirate has to be the pilot.
Right.
Right.
Can your characters not sleep overnight like that?
I don't- I mean-
I mean, some can sleep on the boat.
I mean,
I'm going to try to persuade.
It'd be one level of exhaustion at most.
Can I persuade?
yeah, but
you
if,
might-
if you fail,
okay.
we crash.
So here's the consequences. I'll just break it down anyways. Because these are obvious consequences for anybody traveling at night.
Yes.
You either don't end up at the place that you're looking to end up, because the sea is rough, and he's already sailed it.
Is it? What are the conditions of the sea?
We're in like mid like January-esque, so it is very cold. The winds are kicking up.
So it's like a real January, not whatever.
Not
Yes,
January,
not whatever we're having.
Not whatever the fuck this is.
Yes.
It's like old school January.
60 degrees
Like
yesterday, snowstorm
1980s
tonight.
January.
We also haven't agreed on a goal. We know we need to go to the island,
Right.
but which part of the island
Right.
are we going? Right.
So,
to the
but
monastery?
so if you're traveling at night, you're risking ending up on a different part of the island than you,
Or a different island.
or not even on the island. You just like do a big fucking loop.
We could get ambushed by the Grey Merfolk.
Yeah! That would be bad.
Maybe.
And get turned into squid monsters.
Maybe.
Thugums.
If you
Grey
travel
Merfolk
by
active at night or day?
daytime, I mean,
Yes.
it's obviously going to be easier to know where you're going, but
I don't know. Like, he's a goblin pilot, though. He might be better during the night. I don't know when goblins would choose to
he
be
has
more
red
active.
eyes that glow in the night.
He's dark vision, so do I. So, I mean,
Right.
goblins
Yeah, but
might
he has,
choose
like,
to be active.
His eyes are like beyond. You're like looks like demon eyes, probably.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's why his nickname's
Raddix the Red.
That's weird.
There we go.
I gave him red eyes too. Again, I can't believe I actually gave him fucking red eyes on this character.
I'm
So
fine.
it's just like,
I'm fine either way.
All right, let's just do a vote. Just do a vote.
I vote for
daytime.
For daytime and going to the end.
To nighttime.
I mean, I'll go for sure. Why not?
Either time. Damn it, that's
I'm
still
probably
a draw.
picking my nose and not paying attention.
All right, we got to
Do you
draw
want to have
either
a
way.
roll off?
Well, no, I'm voting. I'm going daytime. Stay.
Okay, so everybody is voting for daytime. Okay.
Totally do need sleep.
Where does your goblin? What's he do?
We're nocturnal. I can sleep during the day.
Everybody
while
else
we're
heads
going.
back to the tab to
I
the
mean,
inn.
to the end. You could-
Okay. All right. So you guys go back to the inn. Do you guys all just go to sleep, or is there anything else?
No,
you
I'm
need
not.
to do?
We're nocturnal. Me and the goblin. I can
Right.
sleep on the boat on the way over. That'll be great. That's what I'm used to.
Also,
I'm going to go to
we go
sleep.
during the day. We get to jump on Skrizz. He'll be asleep during day.
Oh,
Won't see coming.
You are Skrizz. No, you're Skrazz.
I'm Skrazz. Skrizz is who we're
God damn it.
chasing.
I fuck it up
Write this
occasionally.
down.
It's okay. We just met. It's cool.
Goals.
No, you did. You've known him for a while.
I didn't really know Thoggugs that well. You made it clear. All right, I knew who he was, but we weren't like super close. Different clan. Probably played bomb ball against each other.
Altwick.
And I'm just trying my ass off to
Yeah,
pretend to know
he's
you.
just going along with it, which is fine because I'm pretty dumb. But no, I'm very smart, but I'm not wise. I'm very foolish.
And what part of the island are we aiming for?
Yeah.
We could
So you
probably
wake up the
decide
next
that.
day. So we'll just
The part with the land.
streamline some of this. So
Yeah, where are we shooting for? Because this is probably relevant.
So you're coming from
The arrow.
this side. So you
wait,
have to go.
Did we
north.
vote no on using the barmaid as bait?
Where's the
We voted no on that.
Where is the
I told you
the
it would
landing
fuck
for
up
the
the boat.
monastery?
Yeah.
By the monastery, is it on
This
the
is
other
There
the
is
monastery?
no landing for the monastery. It's
That's the
surrounded by
monastery?
cliffs.
Okay.
You'd have to land at one of these 3 points.
Okay. What do we know about this? I'm assuming it's the north.
So A, which is the south, is a beach. It is just a like soft beach area. B, which is in the middle here, is docks, and C
these the
is
markers you're
more
using?
of a rugged mountain pass.
Okay, we were told pirates are on the west side.
Yes.
Correct. So that's the west side. Is north
Yep.
up there? Okay, so that's west. So I say we go more on
Probably
this side.
technically.
Yeah, I'd say the beach is the south.
Whatever.
Because that way
It's
we're also
fine.
not getting ambushed by whatever's attacking people in
Right.
the sea.
So you're trying to head to A.
Yeah, the landing place that's not the really windy, rocky place and not
Okay.
the piratey one.
All right. Sea traveling. Everybody's good with going in the morning. Nothing else. Okay. Sure. Okay. Let's see. As you approach your boat, Kronko is standing at the dock, and he greets you. Oh, top of the morning to you again, fine sir. And he's speaking to you now.
Okay.
Not this guy, because you're the one that gave him the gold.
1 gold.
Whatever. It's you're the one that's paying the bills. Like, so, you're going out on the sea today, correct? Yeah. Where are you heading?
Island.
Misfit tools.
Heading to Aasamir.
Yes.
Do you need any assistance with that? Got everything you need. Need a guide?
No.
Alright, well, be careful out there. The wintry waters, they can be quite a bit nasty. Which part of the island you heading towards? A, B, or C? A is the beach. B is the docks. C is Razormouth Pass. Which you've been
That
told.
sounds deathly.
Right. Oh, you're heading to the beach. Oh, yes, that's an easy access to the pilgrims' path. Yes. You sure you don't need anybody to assist you to get out there? I know it can be pretty treacherous waters.
No, we got maps.
All right. Well, have a great day in your journey. I hope that you can figure out what's going on here and stop that. All right. So. You set sail, and let's see. You are obviously the pilot, so roll me a d6.
4.
All right. There seems to be a very heavily winter storm that's been brewing. High waves risk toppling your boat. Each character must make a successful dexterity save. Everybody's like packing up their bags like, oh wait, we're done. We'll be done right after this.
Okay. Dex save, roll a d20.
Yeah.
I got a 16.
I mean, are most of us dex based here?
Plus 6. I mean, I'm pretty good. Or
Probably.
Plus 4. So I guess five.
All the rogues are dex based.
That's going to be a modified 20.
Also 20?
Really? With dex save?
I rolled an 18.
Yeah, he's dex based. Or, well, he's got at least a little bit.
Yeah, I've got a 14 dex.
Oh, I thought you went no, you did go dex. You have no strength. That's right.
Because I realized I wasn't going to be as effective in combat anyway.
Wait, so you said to go whole hog on it rather than...
I'm a dagger cleric.
13? Okay. What did you get?
15.
15.
Because I don't get martial weapons anyway.
Okay.
So I'd be looking at 1d6.
So,
that sucks.
the boat starts rocking, so you don't come knocking. Everybody else braces for it. Your Aasamir here kind of had hold of a rope, but when the icy cold frigid water hit him, it kind of did system shock to him, and he was like, ah! And he let go, and he's about to fall over.
I'm probably up in the crow's nest, I assume, being worked out.
Probably.
So I probably can't help.
I would say you're next to him.
Do I spot where the merfolk?
Okay.
No.
You didn't even let me
Choppy.
You didn't even let me roll for it.
Choppy stuff!
I'm pretty sure roll 100 on a d20 and you're still not finding them.
Right.
I'm gonna grab for him.
Okay.
Roll.
Yeah.
I've got
Dex.
17 plus my dex,
Yeah.
which is
Okay. He's to go overboard, and he reaches out and he grabs your cloak and he pulls you back in before you hit the frigid water. And you know how cold that water is because it just hit you in the face. That was probably bad times.
Oh, at 13, I would have died.
Yeah.
It would have been bad. But
I mean, can any of us actually push him out? I don't
you
think
could
any of us
have.
can.
You have
No.
a net. You have a net.
I don't have any strength to carry him.
I would just cast light on myself.
That's only
I would
for
make
catching
myself
the
shine
great-
really bright.
His deity could have saved him. I don't know. Who knows? We could have.
But this is
figured
a
it out.
good thing.
Okay. So the rest of the time, you know, the water and everything's pretty treacherous and whatnot. Roll. You're navigating still. Roll me a d20. Use your wisdom.
14.
Okay. You're able to pull up to the spot that you recognize on the map as probably being the beach area.
Okay.
You pull the boat up, and out in front of you, you see a little bit of like some snow falling now. Up in the distance from the beach, it turns into like a little grassy plain. You see some mountainous, kind of rocky, not mountainous, but more like, steps or crags of like rock jutting up in spots. And there's a path that leads straight up into the middle of this island. And,
So you're telling me there's this beautiful pasture?
kind of, with a beach.
I poop in it.
You can do that.
But first thing, while we're on...
No, you like bury it.
No, I just leave it out there. I just want to ruin the beauty.
So basically, you end up down there.
While I'm up in the crow's nest, I want to engrave that on it with the happy kobold face, too.
There you go.
The biggest bathtub.
So it says, the boat plows onto a sand beach and halts with a jolt. As you step onto land, you scan the landscape. Rugged hills loom in the distance, gradually climbing to almost 600 feet high, with patches of snowed under trees and there. Hardy bushes, wildflowers, and huge stone boulders litter the landscape. About 150 yards ahead, a small path starts twisting and turning up the island's sloping hills. And we will leave there. Till next time.